All right, y'all. Hayward Crawford here over at Script Sundays TV. Welcome back to our episode 2 of Comedian Gameplay Commentary, brought to you by Script Sundays TV. I'm here with a couple of funny guys, comedians, comedy writers, very all around entertainers. I got my boy Gad Holland over here. What up, though? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
In the building. Yep. Representing Team Detroit. And then I got also my main man, Bobby Lee Delight, in the building. Welcome, good sir.
Hello. How's it going?
There you go. Good to see you.
Good to
We're
see
also
you as well.
representing Team Detroit. I'm out here in LA. And basically, guys, we are at episode 2 of Comedian Gameplay Commentary. We got a lot of gaming passion on the live stream right now. And it's, of course, the holidays. We're wrapping up the year 2022. So I thought we kind of make this a little bit of a holiday themed show. And we're going to be kind of going through reminiscence, some of the video games past and present, some holiday related, some others not. But definitely, guys, if you guys want to see more of these, feel free to make a contribution. We have our handles down here. Going to send a little contribution to keep these sort of streams going. You can also follow us on Script Sundays TV on all platforms of our comedy troupe. And then, of course, you can follow Gad as well as Bob Lee on their respective handles. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get into it. So basically, this comes from the gamer, and we're gonna pop into some of our individual picks that we want to kind of break down. But this gamer article kind of talked about different video games that kind of get you in the holiday mood. I pulled up a few already ready to go. But first of all, some of these include Batman Origins, which I got going on. I threw up Saints Row 4. Apparently got a little Christmas theme going on. Then also Bully. Y'all remember that one back in the day? Bully on the PS2.
It's a good game.
Yeah, that was a good one. Christmas related. Then, of course, Dead Rising 4.
That's a good game.
Yeah. So the first one I want to get into, and once again, everybody could, even if it's your pick or not, feel free to commentate, give your thoughts if you haven't heard of the game or what your thoughts are on it. But let's get into first Toy Commander. So, Gad, this was your pick, 1999 on the Sega Dreamcast. So, tell us about this game.
This is so from the last stream we had, we was doing some Dreamcast games. So I figured I wanted to just stick with Dreamcast for a little while. Just pick two more games, and this is one that is never really brought up when people talk about Dreamcast games, but this was flat out one of my favorite games. And the game is called Toy Commander, and the theme of the game is you're this little kid playing with toys in the house, but he's literally just running around the house playing with these toys. So every level is a different room in the house. So there's stuff where he's in the kitchen, he's in the living room, he's in the basement, he's in the attic, he's in the bathroom, and he's doing dog fights. And there's missions, and all the missions are varied, and the weapons they're pencil erasers, crayons. It's all kiddie markers. It's all kiddie stuff. So that's like the machine guns are firecrackers. The missiles are pencils and markers and stuff like that. And it was just a fun game. You had to conquer each room of the house to move on to the next area. So the bigger the room, the more stuff it was. So like there was a dog fighting mission in the living room where you had to fly up and down the stairs. There's racing levels. This is I like the older games because they really stretched out with their imagination for games. Mm-hmm. Now you got to go into like the indie market to find like you wouldn't find something this unique nowadays. Like now everybody's chasing the 3 lanes that they have. It's like everything's a looter shooter or it's the same. It's like whatever the big brand made, there's like 6 other versions of it from smaller companies, and there's only a couple of different directions where this was something completely different from what most people played before. So there's parts where you're commanding little army guys. There's one level where you're battling a forest fire, like in the basement. I think it's either on top of the bar or on top of the pool table, and you got to fly. Yeah, and you got to fly a plane and land it into the bathtub to get the water, and then fly back over and then drop it on the fire and come back. So it's real. You see, he's flying past a bottle of wine. So he's just somewhere in the living room.
Man,
And
you know what this reminds me of? Have you seen the game Grounded?
I think I heard of that.
It's like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids game.
Yeah, and you're running around in the backyard with bugs and
You in the
stuff.
backyard, yeah. You run around with bugs and shit, and you but you I could build a plane or something. It's like the same perspective.
Yeah,
This is you were right about the innovation and stuff like that of mainstream games. They're just not gonna. You're not gonna get this type of stuff, but this reminds me of Grounded. It reminds me of Grounded a lot.
And I wanted to add just the level of like sort of progress from like 1995 PS1 N64 graphics. We jumped to 99 with Sega Dreamcast. This could have been like Toy Story if they had the graphics and technology then. Like this could be almost kind of like what Toy Story video game could have been. I didn't play the Toy Story game then, but I feel like this is like on that same tip though. You know, Woody.
Yeah, this was just a few years after Toy Story. Toy Story was like mid-90s, like 95.
Right. First one.
The first one, this was 99. This is 98, 99. This was just after that. This actually was probably inspired by Toy Story. And it was like, well, let's make a game where you're playing with toys. But this, like, you got to drop it. Like, some of these levels, you got to use like 4 or 5 vehicles to get your little task done.
God damn.
Whereas like one level, you had to use the plane to go bomb something, to open up a door to get the Jeep to drive in to save the princess. The controls were a little rough, but the game was a ton of fun.
I've never even heard of this.
I was a heavy Dreamcast head. You know, I had like, kind of more of the greatest hits titles. But yeah, I think I may have seen Toy Commander like walking through Funko Land, on the show. But yeah, I didn't yeah, man. So what other titles? I'm gonna kind of obviously
crazy concept. What am I looking at here? What's they got? They got the DVDs in the back or something. Classmen.
It's like you really just riding around the house.
VHSs.
Yeah, like CDs and jazz. You just ride around. So like that was my favorite thing, just to see what they put in the house.
What basketball player was that?
I saw it first. I couldn't figure it out.
That was
they put me in Toy Commander, man.
That was like Division 4.
You couldn't give me a 2K. No, we can't get you a 2K. We got you in Toy Commander. What? Yeah, you the basketball hoop.
We got your likeness in the game.
We got your likeness in the game. You get a check though. You get a check. He looked familiar. I'm trying to see who it is. Them Chinese boxes. These is Chinese food.
Yeah, well, you had to pick them and drop them off somewhere else.
Drop them off somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like, so every mission was different. It wasn't like the same. Yeah,
this would be a good Grand Theft Auto idea, just like kid imagination, but just let it be open world.
Oh yeah. I love what this game kind of did. It was. I think you're. That's what it is. Those are. This is bringing me back because I haven't seen this level since I was a little kid. So those boxes are packages of water, and they're dropping them on the firecrackers to keep them from blowing up.
Keeping them from blowing up.
Yeah, that's
man. You know what? That's what it is. When you was a kid, you could use a little origami thing. You make an origami box like that.
Yeah,
that's what that is. That's that little origami box you make in elementary school.
I
know what I'm talking about?
Can never do
like origami. When you make it, you say level 1 was the fortune teller. Then level 2 was making that box like that.
Oh yeah, the fortune where you do the little.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about with the.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
3, 5, 5.
That was the menace to every 5th grade class.
Oh yeah, that and the S, the secret S.
I still not
putting that on your
watched
paper.
the whole documentary about the S. I never got
the mouse boy, the wind up mouse boy. I just saw that one.
Yeah,
I never had one.
Secret S.
Had one.
There was that documentary. They were talking about how it's back in time. It's like 100 years old. That secret S, and they still don't know what the origin is for that thing.
No idea.
It's crazy.
All right. Okay, cool.
Human nature to make that.
Eggs. But like one of these levels, you had to go into the kitchen and knock some eggs into a pot then drive around and turn the stove on and boil them. It's just forest fire. But it's just all this just a bunch of different levels that had. Yeah, some of them were combat, some of them were.
So that's next level.
Oh yeah, homing missiles, little machine guns. It was every level had something crazy on it. Oh yeah, that's the one where you got to kill roaches.
Like little green men, like army men. There was an army men game like this too. Was it called Army Soldiers? He wasn't in vehicles though.
All right, now let's see where else we're at. Forest fire level. Oh, they go to Green Army man. But what level is this?
Some of those you had to carry them. Yeah, you had to pick them up and drop them somewhere else. It was all these missions are something. Yeah, it's always something with these.
All right, led into the Grand Theft Auto we see today.
Oh yeah.
I'm picking everybody up. Look the same.
Sandbox style. Bro, I feel like
it was always
we did Crazy Taxi. What was that?
He gone.
No.
He gone. You said Crazy Taxi. He said, "I'm out of here, man."
Oh yeah.
Don't bring up no Crazy Taxi, man.
We did one last time, but yeah, I think
don't bring up no Crazy Taxi, man.
That was that was a sandbox style. That kind of kicked off the sandbox style game because you couldn't run over the people though. You couldn't run them over.
It was sandboxing, but they've been sandboxing way before Crazy Taxi, and it's like, they were sandboxing even like the first.
But it was the first one where it was a sandbox where people you can almost hit.
Almost hit them.
Yeah.
You ever play Driver?
Which one?
Driver.
No,
Driver was on PlayStation, and you couldn't hit the people. The people would dodge out the way so quick. I was a kid. I was trying to run over everybody, and they would just move out the way so fast. It didn't matter what you do. They was they out the way of the car, no matter what. As soon as Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, and they said, "I'm gonna try to hit somebody," and they fly off the roof. That's when I knew Grand Theft Auto was going to the top. That's what
it was the first.
When that grandma flew and hit the train, I said, "Oh, this game is going places. This game is going places."
Yeah, Driver would not let you run anybody over. I remember Driver.
Yeah. You doomed to fail.
Driver had two acceleration buttons. It had one button to go, then it had another button that was just a burnout, which is just him hitting the gas all the way. It was a 70s movies chase, but a video game. That was the whole video game was just bullet chasing. The video game.
Just chasing.
All kinds of old.
It was good. It was good.
Car chases
But it was missing something, and that's where Grand Theft Auto took advantage of it.
The guy got out the car. That was the difference between Driver and Grand Theft Auto. The guy got out the car and started doing stuff.
If you play Driver 2, you can get out the car, but you can't do anything.
No, you just walk around.
You got a gun in your hand.
Chicago and you get back in the car.
You just get back into another car. So in Driver 2, you can steal cars, but you couldn't do nothing.
You walk out that car, all you doing is walking around.
When Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, I'm telling you, I didn't even beat the first level because I was confused. I didn't know I was supposed to go to the dot. I was just running people over and picking up guns.
For
2 weeks, man.
You were blown away at the level of freedom. Like GTA 3 opened a level of freedom we ain't never had before.
Had it before.
It really did.
Well, you were first.
Never had it before.
What is this place? Like you were fresh out of jail. Like,
oh my God. Grandma's not gonna run away if I run her over. She's not gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You mean this lady just hopped in my car and we just pulled into an alley?
Easy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why is my health going up now?
That's never. Why is my health going up? Why are we rocking?
Streetwalker. When I take you into the alley, and then obviously the car would start moving. You switch the angle, and they just sitting in the front, not doing shit. The car just moving. Like, you ain't doing
Oh,
nothing.
yeah.
The car just moving. They were just sitting in there.
And your money's going down.
Oh,
You was in 6th grade. I don't know what's going on in that car.
Dude,
What's happening in
the
the car?
game started in the little red light district of the city.
no, you
Yeah.
flip
you
the camera
started in the
angle.
area.
You started
You
in the
flip
red
the
light
camera
district.
angle. You see them both sitting in the front. Old boy and then like
Yeah.
old girl in the red. They just sitting there, car moving. Ain't doing shit. No.
Yeah,
So,
they upgraded that later.
Oh yeah. They got in trouble for upgrading. They got in trouble for upgrading.
yeah. So Toy Commander though, this next level. This is like what
I
feel
would
like
play
in my
Toy Commander. I would
Toy
play
Story.
it. What would you give it out of 10?
Me,
Yes.
it's probably like a 7 because it's not as big as you would assume, but it's interesting. So I really like. This is one of those games I really like playing.
Did it have a
Like
good
this-
replay value? That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
that's
Oh,
my
yeah.
most important thing. Is like, can I play this over and over again?
You
I'm
can.
getting off of work. Can I come back and just jump into this adventure? And that's
This
fun to
is
me.
this is designed to do that. Like it's designed to
Okay.
play it over and over, and most of it your score is related to your time. So like the more you play it, you want to try to get faster and faster times to unlock more stuff.
I like that.
So no, it definitely has replay value.
Okay, I would dive
But
into
this-
Toy
this is a good
Commander.
one. Yeah.
I would dive into Toy
All right.
Commander.
All right, y'all.
This is
Once again, guys, those that are watching, we are back. Comedian gameplay commentary. I'm your host, comedy writer Hayward Crawford, here with my main man, Gadholland, and Bobbly Delight. We're just finishing up gameplay on Toy Commander. Once again, for the Sega Dreamcast back in '99. All right, so now, guys, we're going to move forward. Our next pick we got here is Apex Legends. So, Bobbly, you're in the hot seat. Why don't you go ahead and give us a little insight on Apex Legends?
Apex is just like, that's one of the hot BRs right now. I mean, yeah, as Gad said, once something's hot, that's a fab, and you got several companies doing the same fab. But I put Apex up there with got to be in the top 3 battle royales. It's just a fun game for with your teammates. It's very, very intense. Everyone's got their own abilities, and it's just a very fluid, user-friendly game. It's free at that. It's available on everything, including mobile, and it's free. So I'm not sure what you're gonna pop up or anything. If you want to get some just to put on a video of something, but it's a fun game. I'll tell you right now, I suggest if you're into first-person shooters, give Apex a run. If you've not given it a run before, just give it a dive. The amount of it is a learning curve to it, but it is when you get the hang of one of these characters, because each character feels different with their own special abilities. But once you find a character that you like, I mean, you can have it's a very fun game. Plus the teamwork in it. There's not a lot of games that reward you for teamwork as much as Apex does. When you have a team, 2 people that you're friends with, and you are talking and you're playing, you're having a good time. You're having a really good time.
Okay.
I don't know. Have you guys dived into Apex at all? Have you heard of it?
This is one of the few games that I should have played, but I never did.
Ghetto, you went to first-person shooters?
Apex. Yeah, but I'm really interested, but I've never played Apex. What happened was Fortnite scared the shit out of me, so I just didn't want to. The second I saw somebody ride like a shopping cart with a rocket launcher and then jump off and slide off and then make a house in front of me, it's too much. I can't keep up with this.
Fortnite is another monster. That I really would just talk about how that's like such a good marketing monster, and that's really what it is. It's just an excellent marketing machine, and it's intense to even just watch Fortnite to say, hey, I'm about to dive into this world. But everyone I've known who dived in, it's not that difficult of a game to get into. Most people, they get a win after a couple of games, so it's not. Don't let it really intimidate you. So. And I don't even like Fortnite, I am amazed by the marketing in Fortnite. I mean, they get these licenses from all over the place. Anything could be in there. Plus, they got every single TikTok dance in the game. I can look at, they had Darth Vader, was doing like, some crazy. Well, I don't know what the kids be doing these days. I'm gonna say the hustle, but not the hustle. Obviously, it's not the hustle. It's the new Kia hustle. Whatever the kids, whatever TikTok dance they doing. But the Darth Vader was doing. He was, boom, chicka, papa, it is Darth Vader, and it's so. But that's Fortnite. Fortnite's got its own thing. But moving on to Apex, that is user friendly, and that's the thing about it that I think is top of anything else. More than Call of Duty, more than Fortnite, more than even PUBG, is Apex is very user friendly.
Now, Bob Ali, 2 questions before we head into this. First of all, which one should I pick for us to kind of look through and scope through the gameplay first?
Oh, I think we should mix it up. I mean, I think just looking like the best. I mean, like maybe like the movement. Let me see here.
These aren't too long, so we can probably watch
best of Apex. Let's look at best of Apex, no commentary, and that way you get a variety of the characters. Because if you look at one character, because you can look at Ash, like Ash has a much different ability than everyone has their own unique abilities. Each character is unique. So Ash, she's got a teleporter and she's got this paralyzing like little knife that she throws, and then
this one right here, really Ash gameplay. Click this one. Ash gameplay.
You can click that just to jump in to see what we can see.
I didn't see a best of come up. I'll just click Ash gameplay. So if you had to compare Apex Legends to 2 games, like this is Call of Duty meets Final Fantasy, or what would be those 2 games?
Call of Duty and Overwatch.
Okay.
Now Overwatch, that's another game that has abilities, and it's like team based, so it's like 8 versus 8. While Apex is a.
Can you guys hear the audio too? Like I got the audio kind of low volume. Can you guys hear that?
I could not hear any audio.
Yeah, I just hear us.
You don't need to hear any audio.
Okay.
You can see.
All right.
It's a lot of noise going on anyway. It's just
all right. So what's going on here? You picking your characters
right now. We got they just jumped out of the ship. They're about to land. 3 teams. We got Bangalore. We have I forgot what the new character's name is. And then we have Ash. So the new character is the one that we're following now, and she has the ability to make black goo. So when people step on it, they get stuck and they get hurt. She can also, as her special ability, she can make a gigantic wall appear.
So she throws tar at people?
Tar, yeah, it's tar, black tar. So we're looking at okay, let's look at Ash here.
Okay.
So Ash immediately starts grabbing weapons, picking it up. Good thing about the weapons in Apex, they're real simple. They have just like submachine guns, sniper rifles, assault rifles. We breaking up a little bit, but we're good. But it's like about 4 different types of weapons, and they all work together. And so it's not a lot of different ammo types or anything like that. So it's not like, well, what ammo type do I need for this? So it's very simple stuff, very smooth on how everything works.
I got it. I'm getting a little bit of. I definitely got the Call of Duty vibes.
Yeah, you can. You're sliding, you're climbing. Yeah. So Apex is like a sister of the game series Titanfall, which is a big movement game as well with robots. So this is a futuristic city, and we're and it's set up like it's like almost like we're in the Olympic Games, and you and your team are competing against other teams, and there's 3 versus 3 versus 3. At any moment, another team could just drop in, and we're third partied, and we have to fight. Lava? Yeah, it's lava, and that will burn your ass. That will burn your ass.
I'm getting like ski lodge vibes. I'm getting like ski lift vibes, but it's lava instead of snow.
Yeah. And this is one of the 4 or 5 maps that Apex got now. So each one of them different vibe, different feel, different flow of how they work. We're talking excellent. I mean, battle royales right now, that's my thing. I love it. I love them. it gets my heart pumping, and it is a rush, and it brought games back to life, in my opinion, because I feel that competition. And sometimes when you're playing games, you feel like you're just sort of going through a very long movie. And in this, you're making every moment. Everything is intense. It's on purpose. You know, your heart is beating. You're trying your best not to make a wrong mistake, because just a small mistake can ruin the game. Yeah, you're running, you're sprinting. Yeah, just sprint down. So yeah, when you put your weapon away, you can move way fast in this game. The movement is crazy in this game.
Oh, that's like old school Counter-Strike. You ran fast and yelled the knife out.
Yeah,
you gonna see the arms.
yeah, exactly. But the movement in Apex is something beyond this world. So a lot of people have extra abilities. Like one of my favorite characters to play as is Pathfinder, and his ability is to he can have a grappling hook, so he can grapple onto a side of a wall and like fling up 2-3 stories in the air, like Spider-Man. It's a robot though.
I'm getting some early like kind of Halo vibes too. I mean, like the graphics aren't like amazing, but at the same time, like I love the detail of the world and the environment.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. I mean, and this game just came out like last year or this
No,
year?
Apex came out. It's on their third, probably going on fourth year now, I believe. They nowadays, you know, they just update it more and more every year instead of coming out with another one.
And now it's like on all consoles. It's not like it is. You said
all
it's free?
Consoles. Even they have a mobile version that is different. Like all the console versions, like the PC, the Xbox. I think it's even on Nintendo. They all play together, and then the mobile has its own separate thing going on. Like it's completely different from the game, but it's it's kind of the same thing. I mean, mobile gaming has grown crazy since Snake. So I don't know if you've been seeing the mobile game.
Classic Nokia game.
I mean, that's what I was playing on. I was playing on Snake. So
that's a whole nother tip.
If you can find a Nokia, I guarantee the battery still's got about 30% left. You can still play Snake on it.
Yeah, still play Snake. Still play Snake. Yeah, but it's amazing how far games have.
Man, I'll go grab a Nokia phone right now. Man, bruh. All right,
your
cool.
phone is charged
anything else?
all the way in the next year. No, it's just a good game. So we suggest it for anybody who likes first-person shooters, to give it a try. To me, it's more mature of a battle royale than Fortnite. And I think it's very user-friendly, but it does also have a lot of moments in there that can be very intense, and it makes your heart race when you really get into the game. And that's what I love about this game.
Bet. All right, Apex Legends. We'll definitely check it out. All right, y'all. Welcome back to, once again, if you guys just joining us, Comedian Gameplay Commentary. I'm your host, Hayward Crawford, here with gadholland as well as Baba Lee Delight. Once again, you guys can also not only want to send us a contribution to keep these live streams going. We're also going to be setting up, pretty soon, Patreon tiers and different things. If there's a video game you want us to review, commentate, or give a comedic perspective on, let us know. We also got a call-in line, 313-288-2845. Not my cell. It's the Google Voice number. I don't know what crazy people out here.
That's your cell number.
Hit us up on Google Voice. All right, but that's our number. Next one I got. Hey, my. What is it? Hell no, I ain't getting on myself. All right, but y'all, next one we got here is Batman.
I want to call Hayward.
Arkham Origins. This is my first pick. Yeah. Man, you never know. There's some little crazy fans out there. Black trolls trying to.
Now I see Arkham Origins. Right. Why do you chose this one?
No, I didn't pick this one at all.
No, this is me. So now, the original one, Batman.
Okay.
What I chose this one. Yeah. So at first I did. This was for several reasons. First of all, this was a pick under like kind of the best of all video game, at least like kind of like for the holidays. So it kind of made the gamer list, Batman Origins. But the first one as well, and I'll probably add that one on for next time, Batman Arkham Asylum. When that dropped, holiday 2011. That was a whole new vibe. That, in my opinion, from like a Batman video game standpoint, kind of changed the game. It kind of took us back to almost the classic Batman animated series of the 90s, and then to put
Mm-hmm.
that new spin on it. So this one, once again, this was the sequel, I believe, that came out a
Yeah,
few years later.
this was the last one.
This was the last
Um,
one?
Origins, because there was Arkham Knight. Well, there was
Yeah.
Batman. It was Arkham Asylum. Then there was Arkham City. Then there was Arkham Knight, and then there was Origins.
Yeah. Yeah, Origins was, I think, was the last in that series. I played Arkham, Asylum, and City. Those are the two I played.
Yeah, I played Asylum City and I played Knight. I did not play Origins, but I think I own it. I think I still own it.
Yeah, and once again, we can kind of like, since we're on Batman, like the Arkham series in general, we can kind of touch on all of them. I know I played the first one. I got through like half of the second one. The Origins one I technically didn't play, but at the same time, it's all part of the same universe. So we can kind of just break down like what are the best moments about the Arkham series in general. Once again, the Origins was the third one, but overall, I think this was just a great kind of period for the Batman franchise. Obviously, we didn't have a DC. We haven't had really a Batman movie that came out. You know, we still had like the Christopher Nolan series that was out around.
Hey, what?
He's pausing over there.
I think I cut out.
Oh yeah. Okay, you coming back?
Uh-oh. Am I back?
You didn't. Hayward, you didn't like the new Batman?
Did you guys catch any of that?
Can you hear me?
What was that?
Hayward, you didn't like the new Batman?
The new Batman movie or the game?
The new Batman movie.
The Batman?
Yes, the Batman.
The Batman. All right, that's my opinion. I think the Batman, I liked, it had his moments. I know they're trying to kind of build up the Penguin to be to set him up to be the villain for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I think overall he had some great sequences, but I wasn't blown away like Batman Begins or The Dark Knight. I wasn't blown away. It was kind of hard to top that pinnacle, but I think the Batman had some good moments. I don't think it overall delivered like I'm starting to finish.
I agree with you.
What about you guys?
I think
thoughts on Batman Arkham series?
The Batman was I think it's overhyped in my opinion. I thought it would a lot of missed moments in there, missed opportunities in that movie. That people are just scrolling by and just accepting. And it was chasing the high of the Dark Knight in that Christopher Nolan universe. And to me, it was dark. I'll give you that. It was dark. But I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunities. I felt like, I don't want to say the ending was lackluster in my opinion. I don't think Batman, I don't want to say that. I don't want to spoil, but I think Batman didn't do nothing. I felt like, but there'll be a sequel, so we'll see. I'll see the sequel and I'll be the judge then. But I felt that, it was lackluster. Yeah, I felt it was lackluster.
Weird thing is, I like the deleted scene more than I like the movie.
Is that the deleted scene with the Joker?
Yeah, I like the deleted scene more than I like the actual movie. The deleted scene where he was in the insane asylum was the best part of the movie.
It just felt dragging and long, and what's going on, and it's so full of itself. It's like you could tell, like when in the middle of the movie, you could tell when a movie is like full of itself. It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing a great job right now, and that's how I felt. The Batman is like they thought that they were just so amazing. It was like, oh yeah, we're doing a great job. But I did not like Bruce Wayne. It's not like I don't like the actor. I thought he could have easily played Batman. I didn't think that he was going to struggle to play Bruce Wayne. But I felt like he was emo. He's, it just seemed like he was a vampire at some parts.
Emo Bruce Wayne.
I saw him. I was looking at him more as a Nightwing than a Bruce Wayne. He felt more of like a Nightwing. Yeah, that was just how I looked at him. He looked like he would have been a really good Nightwing.
He probably could have been a good Nightwing. I would have loved a Nightwing movie. He just did not seem like Bruce Wayne. He did not seem like a confident billionaire, for crying out loud. A man who runs the city. He didn't seem like that guy. He's definitely seemed like a guy who was nowhere close in control of his situation. And you're running around dressed as a bat. Why? You know, I mean, like Bruce Wayne had the ability to, like, his thing, like almost like a double personality. Like he's always working, but he maintains this level of coolness in all versions. You know, Bruce Wayne is cool, and then Batman is another level of cool. But it's like Bruce Wayne was not cool in that movie. Like there was no point. He looked cool. Yeah. He looked, like he'd been crying all day.
No, I completely agree. Because he was just like, you wouldn't expect someone to be that emo and moody to also turn around and accomplish it. Like so someone this moody and broody and is going to turn around and fight crime at night. This doesn't the two don't match. Like he doesn't seem driven enough to care to go out and fight crime.
Let me tie it to what we're looking at now with Arkham. In Arkham, I want to say really in all of the Arkhams, Batman goes crazy. At some part in the movie, in the game, Batman loses his damn mind, right? But even when he's losing his damn mind and everyone's telling him, like in I don't know if you played Arkham Knight, but in Arkham Knight, Batman has fully lost his mind in like the game. They're talking about, hey, yo, the whole city about to blow up and Poison Ivy's doing her thing. Not Strange, but I forgot the guy bald head name. But anyway, the city about to blow up and stuff like
Dr.
that.
Freeze?
Batman, no, not Freeze. The other guy who's bald headed. Robert Williams got the glasses on.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name. He's got glasses. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That guy. Doctor, as soon as this goes off, I'll think about him. But Batman's losing his mind. He's been infected. Everybody's saying he's crazy. Batman locks up Robin. He started locking up his own team. And they saying, what's wrong? What's going on with you, Bruce? But he still maintains that he knows what he's supposed to do. And he never looks weak, even though he's crazy. He's singing the Joker in his mind. He's lost his mind. He needs to lock himself up. But instead, he maintains, I know what I have to do, and I have a job to do. He's not crying at any moment in time. No matter what is happening, is the big ass monsters, he's still not crying. He's like, I have a problem to solve. And that's what I like about Arkham, is that Arkham was the first time when you really got to play Batman as Batman was supposed to be played. Any other game of Batman before that, Batman was a simple beat 'em up game. There was no game where you had stealth and combat put together. No game. There was a game, Batman Returns, that came out. It was just beat 'em up. You push the A and the B, bop, 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 and that was it.
Yep.
This game, I'm able to be Batman, like literally put that suit on and be Batman. And that was something that it was magical.
It changed the game, because I remember even with the first one dropped, fall 2011, I remember going to being at Black Friday Walmart, like the Walmart in Livonia, Michigan, and running into my damn like Wayne State professor. He buying the same game I was buying. Like it was just so much anticipation, and they met that anticipation too, like with this one. And I remember like kind of like with the dark, like once again, Batman going crazy in hallucination, or Scarecrow spraying them with the stuff. I think that was it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Scarecrow. Yeah.
There was really like no cap. You couldn't top Arkham. At least the Arkham series. I haven't seen anybody top it.
Well, the first one really couldn't be typed by the level of hypeness in it, because you were so excited to see these characters in this universe. I mean, you would search for secrets. You would play the game over and over again, looking for little things that you missed. I mean, it was so alive, and you never got it in your inside of Arkham. It's like that was something different. The second one is good, but go ahead.
the one thing I liked about Arkham Asylum, I don't remember if it was like this in Arkham City, but Arkham Asylum, as you play throughout the game, well, like you can see, I don't know which game this is. Are we?
This is
the third one.
Okay, so, but like as you play through the game, Batman's suit starts getting ripped apart. Like this is supposed to be like one of his worst nights that he's ever had. So it's like you start the game off, and then you get halfway through, you start gliding. You notice his cape got holes in it, and he's got like a couple of bullet wounds. Yeah, like his cape's got holes in it. He's got like a bullet wound in like his chest because the Joker shot him at some point. There's like holes there, and there's there's like blood coming off his chin throughout the he's really getting beat up throughout the game. And so the further you progress, the worse his suit starts to look. That was like you see his cape and stuff is all tore up here.
And those are the little
scratches on him and stuff. Yeah.
It's lived in, feels lived in. And that's what you like. You're really into the universe. The world building is what it is. It's world building. You really feel like this is a real place that existed, and you're really traveling through this place.
Oh, if I would have known we were doing Christmas themed games, I would have definitely suggested The Division.
The Division,
the first one.
We might as well pull it up if it's Christmas themed. Even if I didn't get it ahead of time, I might as well pull it up.
The first one is Christmas themed. The first one is Christmas. You're gonna say Die Hard.
Oh no, the first
one. The PS1.
The PlayStation.
Y'all remember that? So
yeah.
We talking about the 97, 98, the Die Hard trilogy, or
that really didn't make no sense. But we playing it anyway.
If you talking about running people over, that Die Hard 3 game, you had to drive to the timers. That's right in your alley. You could just mow down whole sidewalks of people in that Die Hard game.
We're gonna do Shenmue next, but I'm gonna pull up
Shenmue?
The Division and
Die
Hard anyway, because it is Christmas.
Best to the best.
Okay.
Wow, Shenmue.
So we got, how y'all doing on time though? Y'all got like a hard out or anything? How y'all doing on time?
Nah, we good.
No, I'm not. I'm good today.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna let this Batman play out. I'm pulling up the Division 1 or 2 or what?
Division 1. Division 1 is Christmas themed.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna pull up
I never had the
Die Hard boy.
See if you can find a video of people just walking around. If that's the kind of game I'm looking for.
All right.
See if I can.
Division 2 was an excellent game.
I still play the Division 2, but the Division 1, if we're talking about a Christmas theme.
That was in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in New York. That's right.
All right, I got the Shenmue trailer going. Who up on Shenmue? Shenmue Dreamcast.
Man, don't get me started. Shenmue was beautiful, but I never played the other ones. But it was beautiful. I never played. I wanted to play 2. There's a 2 and a 3. And I think there's an anime.
I'm gonna watch the anime as well. I know that came out earlier this year. I've only watched the gameplay for 2, but I've only really played and beat the first one. Classic.
Oh yeah, I beat the first one maybe 20, 30 times in my life. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
3 disc. That was a serious game. And then at the end, you could there was that 70-person fight. You fighting 70 people. I was like, oh my God. That game was amazing. You could work, you literally went to work in that game.
I'm gonna set the stage. What we're watching right now is the original trailer. I remember first getting the Dreamcast, and it was like a fucking the Dreamcast magazine CD-ROM.
Yeah, I'm gonna play
99 that came with the system. So they had the trailer to this. The game ain't even come out for maybe another 3-4 months. I remember just watching this trailer on my PC or in the Dreamcast or whatever, and just being hyped. I think this was this was maybe one of my first sandbox game exposures. And look at this shit.
Good one.
This was who remembers the trailer though? Did anybody watch the trailer before they played the game, or did they just play the game?
I got this by accident, man. I got this game on full accident. Popped this thing in, was blown away. Because my parents do any research when they bought games. They
Right.
got me a Dreamcast and they got me Seaman.
Here, play this.
I never forget. They got me Seaman and they got Echo the Dolphin. And it was like Shenmue, and it was another game. I could tell they were just grabbing shit as they left the store. It was
what's the ones everybody else bought?
Bro, that just took me back. That just took me back.
I'm playing this Seaman game. I said, "What the fuck game is this, man?"
Bro.
Why am I talking to this fish on microphone? Why does this got a dude face?
Eat the food.
This fish got a man face talking back to me.
They said he was playing Tamagotchi. He probably want that. He probably want this.
That was the era. Sega Dreamcast was the era, almost like on some like what's the thing when you're like the Jewish 13-year-old becoming like bar mitzvah, kind of like becoming a man.
Bar mitzvah.
I think Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, that was when I became. I kind of became a man where I kind of didn't. I learned there was no Santa Claus. I mean that because like basically my dad's frustrated. We're going through the store. Like I'm kind of like, well, I don't want to ask dad for too much because Santa. I think I was like 12. But, I was a late bloomer when I realized there was no Santa. And then finally I was like, well, if I ask for Shenmue or I ask for this one video game, if I get the Game Boy Color, that may not be enough for dad to get me the fucking Dreamcast game. The dad was like, my dad was finally like, no, Hayward, I'm saying, okay? I'm saying, what do you want? What do you want? You crying? Don't cry. Don't cry. Like, just you want this?
He's probably in the mall. It's like this nigga. How am I gonna tell this nigga that Santa ain't real?
Like, bro,
I need to just go out. I can't believe I let him go this long, not telling him that.
I was a late bloomer, bro, but he was
this was a good.
Which Dreamcast game you want? And that was it. And
this is a good game, man. If I had a way to play this right now, I would play this game right now. It's on
Xbox.
It's on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I would play this game.
You know the downloads out there. You get like the unlimited Game Pass or whatever.
Yeah, it's out there. I've been wanting to play. This game is the same as you guys ever see a show on Comedy Central called Tough Crowd? You guys
I remember that.
The show?
Short-lived.
So Tough Crowd to me was like the first. It was like the first podcast where it was a bunch of comics sitting around and they would talk about current events. I wasn't mature enough to appreciate that show. I was sitting there just waiting for the little crank show puppets to come on. Shenmue was that for me. Like I wasn't mature enough to like get this game. This was the most boring thing I'd ever played, and I didn't get it because I was 12. Like I was like, so I just wake up every day and just walk to work. What am I playing this?
You was legit working in this game.
Yeah, you had to drive a forklift and shit.
You had to drive a forklift, man. It had to be a certain number of boxes moved.
Yeah, I had to go
You had to catch the bus at a certain time.
Or you missed it.
Or you missed the bus. The bus ain't waiting for you. Any other game, the bus is waiting for you. Where is this nigga?
Right. No, that's
we got places to be.
If you spend too much time in that little corner store getting your little snacks, you like that. Like, but then you would spend hours just walking through this little Japanese town having these little conversations, and then out of nowhere, like a fight would come, and you are not ready for it. With quick time, I failed every quick time event in this game. There was not one quick time because you'll be walking and like a fighter come out of nowhere, or you got to dodge a ball, and you weren't ready for it because you've been walking slowly for the past 3 hours. You wasn't ready for it. Would just throw shit at you that you didn't see.
Oh my God. Flashbacks, the notes. He take notes about everything.
The diary, man.
He had to go through his diary and try to figure out what the mystery was. And it's like, I don't remember what this key is for. What is this for? And then no one's helping you. Everyone's doing very vague conversations. And this is just a regular. Huh?
Oh, I was just collecting toys out of that vending machine. That was my favorite thing to do.
Collecting toys out of the vending machine. You get your little Sonic, your little Knuckles.
Yeah.
I passed the phone.
Oh my goodness. Let's bring it back.
All my little yen in this game.
It's bringing it back. Oh man, this funny little run. This is all back. It's all. Yeah, you go in there, you see your papa dead. You're like, Papa, and he's like, I'm gonna avenge you. And then at the end of the game, it's only like to be continued. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That pissed
And this
everybody
game
off.
took 2 years to beat.
Like, why he's not here? Wait, he's on the boat? Damn it. Like, we missed
After 3 discs, 60 plus hours, they had the nerve to say to be continued, and then never continued the story for years.
Yeah.
It wasn't in for another like 10 years until Shenmue 2 came out.
Oh yeah.
I played 3 games. It was like you were playing 3 games in one. And at the end, like Landy motherfucker got away.
It was literally 3 games in one because it was so much in Shenmue. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna visit that game. That was a life-changing game. That was a good game. Good game.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pop through these highlights, but I remember just spending time going through the town, going into the bar, like try to go to the bar, get something to drink.
I just don't think that Magic would be able to would that still be able to survive in this day and age though?
This game?
Yeah. Just because I don't know, I feel like maybe the controls need to be changed up a little bit, but I hope it would. I for one hope it would. But nowadays, people like things quick.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was not mature enough to handle this.
And they was not giving you a lot of hints. They would not. And the internet was bad. The internet was not good for finding stuff out.
Man, I walked through this little town a million times, could not figure out where I was going, what I needed to do. Look, that's my vending machine. I would get like a coffee over there
at the store.
Oh yeah, that's the barbershop. Yeah, I remember all of this.
At the very end of the bus stop.
No cap. But there came a point where I saved up my allowance, went up to the Funko Land, and I bought that strategy guide. Everyone had a strategy.
I bet it was the size of a dictionary too.
I remember at that time though, we really only had cheatcodecentral.com. But that was only if you wanted to get the quick sort of cheats. But there were really I don't remember any cheats with Shenmue. So there was no cheatcodecentral.com. It was
there's no
and get the strategy guide. It was $15-$20, like a damn near booklet, souvenir booklet. And that had everything like, oh, I gotta go to this town, I gotta go to talk to this person and finish this mission and fight this person. That was the only way I was able to beat it. I
only got those for Grand Theft Auto. I cheated so much in Grand Theft Auto, man.
People got automatic by putting codes in there.
I had to cheat in Grand Theft Auto. Try beating Grand Theft Auto 3 without any cheats.
It's not possible.
Woo!
It's not possible.
After it came out, I want to say maybe 5-10 years ago, I tried it again with no cheats, and oh my god, I don't even know how they made that game with no cheats. It's impossible. You got to put that health code in, that armor code in. But this game was a storytelling beast.
The best part about this house
was the doc.
Man, you go to that 70 fight, that 70-person fight.
Oh, the doc. Once you got the doc job, the forklift, man.
This is how long this game is. My man is doing a stream of it. This clip by itself is 7 hours long.
This clip is doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
Believe
it's 7 hours long. Now imagine a lost 12-year-old.
That kept getting everything out the vending machine, which was me. And then once I got to the arcade, that's all I did. I would just go to the arcade and play older Sega games.
The arcade was.
Let's bring it back to me.
And I was doing darts. I was kicking ass in that dart game. Because I learned the rhythm of the little darts.
He about to get a job. That's what happened. He get a job. He get the job. Can I get a job? And that's how you get in through. Yeah.
I'm looking for the arcade. I'm looking for the arcade where you fuck around.
Arcade early. Arcade was in the beginning.
Let's see. All right. Leon missed it. Here's a
He may
bar. I
not
like
actually.
this
They
bar
showed
over
a
here.
piece of
Now I'm kind of
He may not have
popping
gone to
out
the
the way.
arcade. That was to distract you, probably. You don't really
Yeah,
need to go in the
yeah,
arcade. It was
yeah,
to distract the
the
youngins.
arcade wasn't needed, but that's where my black ass was.
Yeah, in the arcade. Go to work.
Yeah, I was at the arcade throwing darts because I learned the little wave timing.
Oh yeah,
I was fucking that dart game up.
had nothing to do with the game, but you was over there.
Not at all. I ain't
And
never found out from my dad.
that's how you know you got a good game. When you so distracted by the side game,
That's
you're
the
not
same.
even
Breath of the Wild
focused.
is the same way to me.
Ooh, man, don't get me started on Zelda. I've only played 2 Zeldas, but have been fixated on Zelda games since.
Oh yeah.
And I only play Ocarina and Majora's Mask, but I've loved Zelda games. Love Zelda games.
Breath of the Wild is a perfect distraction game. Cause like once you finish the little beginner tutorial area, the whole map is open up. There's no like you gotta. It's not like the older ones where you had to get an item to unlock a thing to get to the next part. The entire game is open to you as soon as you finish the beginning. So I turned off my little HUD and I would just wander around the game, and whatever I found, that's just what I was doing that day.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. So like if you like wandering, Breath of the Wild is a perfect wandering game. Who this little baddie on the corner? See this?
I've always wanted to play that game.
I'm still looking for the arcade though, but I found a
Ain't
little
no
dive
arcade.
bar out.
This guy did not go to the arcade.
He might be speedrunning.
You gotta Google. You gotta look that up on the YouTube because this man was focused on the mission. It's only 7 hours long. It's 3 discs.
Oh,
He don't got time for no arcade.
all right, good point. Heartbeats bar.
Yeah,
I remember.
Heartbeats bar. Wait a minute. He might be.
He about to fight.
No, I just remember the spot.
This is where there's a fight in this.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. He's doing the full game in 7 hours. Oh no, ain't no way he's going in. No, ain't no way he's in there playing.
I'm not
playing motorcycle game. He ain't doing that.
You should look up the arcade, but you should look up that 70-person fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up both of those while we on Shenmue right now.
He's about to fight Shawn Michaels.
Say boom.
Oh yeah,
it's in
QTE.
the bar.
Here we go. QTE.
That's
boy.
all it was. That was it.
A, click A. B. Oh.
See, I think this is the Xbox version because all the buttons are different colors.
Mm.
This is the remaster, so yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking up the arcade. I'll throw in the 70.
Arcade was very impressive. It reminded me of that's how Donkey Kong Country was, like adding in these extra little games that didn't belong in the game. What is Donkey Kong 64? Like adding in this extra shit that didn't belong, full extension.
Or Sonic Adventure, where you had to take care of the chows, like a little chow.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sonic Adventure was a whole nother. That was crazy. Crazy, man. The memory card being its own little miniature Game Boy thing. Oh,
me and him talked about. Look, okay, yeah. He's in the arcade now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like we talked about that on the last stream, where how the Dreamcast was like way ahead of its time as far as technology, and where the memory card was basically a Game Boy.
Yeah, it was like its own little. It was a clock. It had you could take care of your little child thing. So it was like a little Tamagotchi. It was an actual memory card. You could go through and like search your memory files while like not even at home. It was amazing. I mean, let me look that shit up. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. I gotta look at it.
Oh, are you talking about like the Sega Dreamcast memory card? Like where it had the little screen? Remember that.
Memory card was basically its own Game Boy.
There was never been a better memory card.
I remember that. I had at least one. Had one of those. We were lucky to even get one. Let's see here. All right, I'm looking at the Shenmue 1 70-man fight, 70-man battle. All right, that's up next.
They still got them for $47.
Man, so many hours running through this town. All right, you going straight to the arcade though.
Yeah, there it is.
Here we go. We go to arcade.
Arcade.
All right, who? I think my favorite game had to be one right there. It was straight ahead. The little
the boxing
the
one,
going around shooting shit, like shooting aliens and shit.
Oh yeah,
flying one.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a fun one.
All right, man, just playing in the jukebox. All right, who cares? All right. Oh yeah, the darts. The darts was you play the darts too long. Let's play this shit real life. You know?
My man's got a 10-pack. You see that? He's been hitting the gym.
That's my man from Rocky IV, the little young Russian. He killed Apollo Creed. His ass. That's what that is.
He a little roided up a little bit, man. I don't seem authentic.
Are you saying that they were doing steroids in 1986?
Absolutely.
Way of life, man. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Comedian Gameplay Commentary. I'm here with my man gadholland and Bobby Lee Delight.
I'm about to play this right now.
Oh, we are at it. You know, so once again, if you want to see more live streams like this, feel free to hit us up on Cash App. Obviously we're gonna be growing this thing out. You know, all contributions are appreciated. Or if you want to call in, hit us up on 313-288-2845. All right, back to Shenmue. All right. Yeah, this is all right. This was kind of my shit. But what was the other one?
This is a classic.
This is my shit right here. This one.
This is exactly what I was doing.
This one right here was my shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now, was this a real game or was this just for Shenmue? This was a real game at some point.
No, this was a real game.
Like, I literally spent hours
I forgot the name of it.
in the arcade games of Shenmue.
But I think they're all were real games by themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Gab was saying.
The games that Shenmue is playing are real Sega games that were in arcades.
Yeah, operated in arcades. Given the double.
I forgot the name of that one, but the one where he's flying around shooting, I forgot the name of it, but that is a real game.
That's a game. That's cool. That's a cool thing to do. That's Second Life. That's some Second Life shit right there. Second Life. I like that.
Ooh, Half-Life. We got to talk about Half-Life. I'm gonna add that.
I never beat Half-Life. I had a demo of Half-Life that I played over and over again. Back in the day, they used to give out demos all the time, and that's all I needed. They used to give out demos for pizza. Yeah, demos with your pizza, demos in your magazine. And that's all I needed as a kid was a demo. Give me 10 games, play the first level.
Man, I used to beat the Metal Gear Solid demo back to back
to
back. That was my
God. Oh my! I don't know what episode it was.
I used to get all the way up because I had to go find a DARPA chief.
It was
and boy, that Metal Gear Solid demo would go ham.
It was just the first level.
That's all it was.
First level, and you could do whatever you wanted on that first level. Oh my God,
man! And you went through you went through the ducks to find a DARPA chief, that big black guy. And as soon as you jumped into his cell, it ended. It was like, thanks for playing the demo. So I would just run around them snow levels at the beginning and just fuck everybody up. Oh yeah, that was my jam.
You find out every single secret of that first little 5 minutes of the game.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about playing that Metal Gear Solid Hayward on the demo.
Yeah,
it came out on that PlayStation magazine, man. And they gave
first Metal Gear.
Yeah, there was another game. It was like several games on that disc, but it was like the first time we all got to see Metal Gear, and it was just this little snippet, where you like right when he gets out the water.
Yeah.
Then, oh man, it was so good.
You had to sneak around the boxes.
Yeah.
You had to avoid the spotlight, man.
Oh my God.
That introduced the whole generation.
You got the whole Soakum.
The whole stealth boy. Like that Metal Gear Solid was the one, man. That was
You was in the snow, and then the guy would see your footprint and start following you, man.
He's like, hey, yeah, it's all like, huh?
Doom, 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 and you man. No gun either. Just run around snapping necks.
I'm adding that to the list.
They had the semi-automatic was in the truck.
Yeah, but like you had to unlock it, but like at first you just running around.
Oh yeah, I know you had to go in like the truck to get it, but you had to like there was security cameras and people walking around. Oh, this is a 70-man fight.
Man, playing that and then playing the Tekken 2 demo.
Man,
that Tekken 2 demo, we used to have battles with just the 2 characters you could get from the Tekken 2 demo. I got so good with Wei Wulong just because I played with him on the demo for so many times.
He was ready.
I was a master with him.
Ready,
bro.
This 70-man batch was sold for the like I'm thinking completely about it was such a good finale. Like you fought people like maybe 10 to 12 people, maybe 20 people, but nothing at this caliber where they say we're gonna throw the whole gang at you and your boy. And it's just you and your boy just straight up fighting the world.
I never got this far in Shenmue.
Oh
man!
Like I got right to where I could get a job, and then that was when I think I had to take.
Oh, I see. You said no. I'm not earning no paycheck.
I'm not here just to work a 9 to 5. I'm here to beat the game.
Once you beat the game, they let you do this 70 fight as many times as you wanted to.
Okay.
So I beat the game. I would just do this fight over and over and over again.
Right, I'm gonna skip right to the 70-man fight.
Yeah, after they fight, if something happens, I can't remember now.
There we go. Now we getting into it. Oh yeah, he's fighting with you. Forgot about that part.
Yeah. And time has changed now. It look more like
they laid out so peaceful.
Final Fury or something? It reminds me of a different game now. As a child, this is way more intense, but this is so dated now.
Edge of my booster seat.
He lose all his little gems.
Yeah, they threw in all these. It's like all these enemies that you've been fighting throughout the whole game. Everybody just jumps in, and when you're playing this for the first time, it's like intense as hell. You're like, oh my god, they just keep coming.
No, they kept coming too.
And my man's missing them kicks, man.
You know, somebody mean business when they got military boots and a jacket. Took a while to put him down.
Serious.
My man got that orange mohawk.
He got an orange mohawk. And you rolling with this guy? Oh no.
The yellow
mohawk right behind him.
Like, come here.
It's a good thing nobody trying to do Indiana Jones just start pulling out a gun, just start shooting people.
That was the funniest fight scene in the history of movies.
Yeah.
Improvised too.
Oh yeah.
Idea. Yep. He was
That's
like
the best time.
He had gotten sick or he caught the stomach flu.
Yeah.
He trained for this whole huge fight. And he went to Spielberg like, you know what? I'm not getting over this shit. Can I just shoot him? Spielberg was like, all right then. Best decision ever. They just keep coming.
There's one scene where the bad guy wasn't in the shot and they just replaced him with a hanger and a hat and a coat. And no one noticed. It's like one scene where it's like they are driving and like it's the guy, I can't remember what his name was.
Are you talking about Indiana Jones or what?
Yeah, it's Indiana Jones. It's not actual Indiana Jones, it's the bad guy. And you can just look it up. Like bad guy is replaced with a hanger, a coat, and a hat. It's like one scene he's not there, and everybody else is talking, but he's not moving. It's like he's just sitting right there.
Oh, shit. Oh.
This shit is so dated now, man. It's crazy, man. In my head, this is not what happened. This is how the fight looked, man.
It almost looked like, when I remember, it's kind of like, it was almost like the Matrix Reloaded when Neo was fighting all the Smiths in the park.
Yeah,
It's like they were all coming at him, but here it's
that's
kind
how
of like
that's how I remember the fight. I remember it being
Yeah.
way different, you know.
Yeah,
but
now they just kind of come in onesie twosie.
yeah, they
But I
come in
thought,
one
like,
two
Because now we sitting there trying to compare it against Arkham Asylum.
right?
And this battle and this little combat system is outdated. My man
And
just
and we didn't see Arkham before this, so we, you know,
yeah,
messed
and
our
Batman
whole
was
views up.
sliding across, elbowing people in the face, breaking arms. Shin would just run around with little gym shoes. They go another Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. He just started doing a backflip out of nowhere. My man's is crazy.
Yeah, that dude doing drop kicks. He beating his ass. Wait a minute.
Oh, that's it. That's game over. We being realistic now. That was it. Slam me like that. I'm not getting back up, man.
My man's dressed like the village people.
Shit,
Put
your
size
this guy's getting
two
washed.
size 14s on my chest, man.
What is you wearing?
I got mud on my t-shirt.
That's some YMCA village people shit.
It is. You gonna fight that guy?
Like
brother.
This dude wearing leather and suede. He don't fuck around.
You do not fuck around.
Does
he ride motorcycles? Does he ride cowboys? Does he ride?
He wear all that. He
does he ride horses?
Oh, he
walked to his fight wearing that.
Got on orange corduroy pants. Some corduroys, I can tell. Long ass.
They just throwing kicks at each other.
Long ass kick.
Beating the hell out of them. Oh my God. Oh wow. Sit down.
Them drop kicks. Them drop kicks is getting them.
Sit down, son.
Ass cheek pants. You guys see the ass cheeks? You got?
I'm saying, are you riding motorcycles? Are you riding horses? Or are you riding cowboys? What's going on here?
He riding cowboys. That shit he got.
That's game over.
Take him down.
It's definitely game over.
Come on, Ryo.
Oh,
you get him one more drop kick, it's a wrap.
Oh Lord.
This dude like 7 feet tall.
Oh Lord. Oh.
What was that? What was that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this guy's
Ooh, he lucky with that one.
That was the last one.
Finally.
You better go get one of them little Coca-Colas out of that vending machine.
All right, y'all. All right, Shenmue 1 is in the books. The comedian gameplay commentary. Now we're moving on to The Division. All right, this was a request from who recommended this one?
That was me.
All right.
Type in The Division 1 atmosphere. That'd be the best way I can explain this game real quick.
Okay.
Atmosphere.
All right, here we go. All right, and this has kind of had a little Christmas theme to it a bit.
Yeah.
This one, first one.
Yeah. Any of them is fine. I just wanted this game here. Out of all the games I've ever played, this game has the best atmosphere of any game I've ever played.
Okay, break it down for us.
All right, you have to imagine a world before COVID. So I got to bring you back to like 2018. So this game, there's and it's a Tom Clancy title, so it's kind of grounded, and the plot could be a real movie. So there's a Unabomber type person, and he develops like a super virus. Like it's like smallpox, measles. It's like a bunch of them mixed together. And what he did was he infected a bunch of money and then went shopping on Black Friday in Manhattan. So everybody's sick, everybody's dying, and your character is kind of like a Jason Bourne type of person where he walks around as a normal person, and he gets that special phone call, all right, it's time for you to do what we trained you to be. But normally he's just a barista, so it's like that. So it's like he just becomes this, and so you're in New York. So there's landmarks and all the kind of stuff in New York. But the crazy thing is, you're walking around Manhattan, and it's Christmas time. So it's winter, there's snow on the ground, and you'll look around, you'll see Christmas lights, you'll see trees in the window. But the weird thing is, there's nobody around. Like that was the atmosphere of this game. There's nobody around where you'll see dead people. It's because like basically most of the city died.
Yeah.
So so the atmosphere of this game it's creepy.
So the virus took them out. The virus killed?
The virus took them out, and then a bunch of factions popped up. It's kind of like it turns into like season 3 or 4 of The Walking Dead, where it's like everybody's dead, but not as factions, and so it's like you're in. So it's like you're at that point now, like you start in like the 3rd season or something, because your character is actually the 2nd wave of this special division. So half the game you're trying to figure out what happened to the first group. Half of them got killed, and the other half defected to enemy organizations. So you're trying to unravel that mystery of the first guys and kind of keep the peace in New York. But there's a lot of times when you walk around in this game, it gets really quiet. Like if you're in the street and you're just walking, like there's no enemies, it's just you walking to your next objective, or you'll see like somebody that's homeless looking into the window of a car trying to find food. You'll see 2 people fighting over food, like in the middle of the street, fighting over like a box of cereal. You'll see like a dog take a shit. It's just a bunch of rats. Like it's funny, but it's really quiet in this game. So it's it's a big action game, but there's parts where it just gets creepy, and it's my favorite part of the game when it gets real creepy, when you're just kind of just walking around in the game, and then when you get to Times Square, it's all lit up, but you're the only one there. It's just so weird, but the dog probably did take it. Like you'll be walking and you'll see a dog just take a dump, or you'll see him like running from a car or something, or somebody's breaking a window to try to get into a car because they see some food in the trunk.
Looks very New York though. Got some I Am Legend vibes too.
I remember the whole game takes place in Lower Manhattan.
Y'all remember Freedom Fighters on the PS2?
I don't remember Freedom Fighters.
Oh, I'm going to add that one. I'm going to add that for next time.
Freedom Fighters.
We got plenty of titles for future episodes. But yeah, Freedom Fighters on the PS2. That was classic. It was kind of like a little bit of this game, Last of Us.
Okay.
It was basically, it had like a little Red Dawn backdrop too. Like all of a sudden, Russia and China invaded the U.S.
Oh yeah.
They just kind of like took over the city, so you fighting to get the city back. You know,
So one year, me and my ex have went to go see the ball drop, and we walked past a lot of the landmarks that are in this game. I'm walking, and I'm just taking pictures of stuff because I was like, I've literally been here in the game a month ago. I've literally been to these weird spots. So it's, but like if you know there's nobody around them, like that. Yeah, because like everybody's hiding, so there's nobody around them, and but you're in Manhattan, like there should be somebody somewhere, but the game is so unintentionally creepy. Or you'll see somebody who's just regular old hungry, and you can give them some food or something, and they'll give you like an item. So like you can earn stuff, but like if you notice, there's Christmas stuff, and there's snow coming down. There's Christmas lights everywhere because this is some point between Black Friday and Christmas. That's the time that the game takes place.
I like that.
There's a level where you're walking around a big indoor mall because that was one of the first places he went to spend it. So you're trying to collect the cash from the different registers so they could use it as samples to try to come up with like an antivirus. So it's like different levels you go to, and there's real land
beyond antivirus at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then like Division 2, like I had to double check when that game was made because it's stuff that you see that you would see on Fox News now.
Yeah.
Like you see
Division
stuff
2 was good. I never beat
yeah.
Division 2, but it was great. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
What about Division 2? Is Division 2 take place in New York City too? Has it got like the same or
no? It's
DC.
DC. Yeah, it takes place in DC during the summertime.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it don't look like this at all.
It's good, but this has the best atmosphere of any video game I've ever played. And there's another game mode in this called Survival, where you start off you lose all your weapons, all your items, all your everything, and you're in the middle of a blizzard. So the snow comes down where your visibility is down, and you gotta stay warm or else you'll freeze to death. So you're like barrels on fire. You're like sneaking inside of subways to stay warm. It's a whole lot going on, and you got to like level your way up to escape from this area that your helicopter crashed in. And survival mode was a really like here. Like I think this is Times Square where he is now. Like walking around. I think this is the police station at Times Square. But this whole game is really good. But the DC one, there's so many things in the game that you thought they would have put in because of COVID. So like you'll be walking and like you'll look at a wall and it say like the virus is a hoax. Like that'll be spray painted on the wall. But the game came out in 2018. So it came out before like COVID. So it's stuff in the game that's so weird, but it mirrors what's going on today.
That's called foresight. They saw ahead of some shit. Also, too, I don't think it had the same level of atmosphere as this. But I think the early Walking Dead Telltale games, like with the original characters, like Clementine and Lee, and kind of the early years, that had a lot of. It had the same. The graphics weren't on as point as this, but it definitely had some atmosphere points for sure.
Oh yeah, I played those.
I can't co-sign all of them, but I think at least the first 2 or 3 of them were pretty good. So we'll probably add that on for like in the future episode.
Yeah, I think I played the first one. I played the first up until they got to like a farm. And that was as far as I got.
I played the first 2, and I ended up watching the gameplays to like the other ones. And I think the last one with Michonne that came out like a few years ago. I haven't watched that one yet, but this atmosphere is amazing. No cap. This is like.
I'm saying like this game was just. It was really like he's in time. Like I've sat on those bleachers before, so he's in Times Square, and there are hundreds of people where he is normally, and it's just so weird. There's no one else around. He's the only one, just kind of wandering around because it's winter time. Everybody's sick. Like it's like the game at times felt so desperate. That's the best word. That's the best word that I can put on it. The game just felt desperate and desolate.
I'm getting Dead Rising 2, and also, just the first Dead Rising classic atmosphere. Also, Gears of War. Gears of War, man.
Yeah, it felt sad. The first Gears of War was really sad.
Sad.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, it's the apocalyptic, but see all the trash that's all piled up. Yeah. I mean,
a good environment. Environment building.
Oh yeah, it's certain levels where you get to one part of town and there's so many body bags that they had to bring in bulldozers just to move them out of the way to clear for the street. And then when you get there, there's like blood, but it's frozen, so it's like red ice on the ground underneath these body bags. It's like parts of this game is just morbid.
Sick.
But this game for some reason just didn't get it didn't get as big as like it should have been, because it was also going up against Destiny the whole time, so it was a real uphill fight between the two of those games. But that game, if you want to be creeped out, put your headphones on and walk around that game for 20 minutes.
Yeah, Destiny pretty much kind of overshadowed. They come out around the same time. Destiny sort of.
These two, around the same time, yeah. All right. And the Division 2 is fun. Man, it's just not. You just don't get that creep factor as you would in Division 1.
Love it, man. All right, awesome, guys. All right, welcome back, guys, to once again those who are tuning in. Comedian gameplay commentary just finished up on Division. Now we're gonna pop on through here to Die Hard Trilogy. All right, PS1. Who brought this back up? Man.
Wow.
Whose pick was this?
Wow. No, I mentioned it. Because we were talking about something else.
Man, this was
I ain't even seen this in 37 years. So
no, 20 years. This was like 97, 98.
Oh, math ain't my strong suit.
Oh, classic. And started all the way over. So I remember renting this multiple times from Blockbuster and just being blown away. Because I remember, I think at the
You
time I
rented
was
this
like 10
multiple
years
times.
old. Die Hard had already been out for 10 years. I didn't even watch the Die Hard movie. But I think around this time, I think this was probably after Siphon Filter came out. So with Siphon Filter and Metal Gear Solid, I was all in on like the shoot 'em up action boys. So Die Hard.
Have you ever played the arcade one?
What's that?
The arcade Die Hard, which is different than this.
Oh yeah, I played that.
There's a whole arcade Die Hard game that I don't think it ever came on console.
Reminds me of a Dreamcast game called Dynamite Cop. That would have been another one I was going to suggest. But that Die Hard arcade, another one of them quick time events. I just didn't know it was coming, and then I would be running down that hallway, and I forget to hit jump and get beat up. And man,
oh my god, this is crazy! This is blowing my mind right now. I want to play this. Wow, wow!
Y'all both played this, right, back in the day?
Oh yeah. The taxi driver game is right up your alley, Bobby, because like you could run people over.
Oh,
but if you switch the camera to first person, there would be blood on the windshield, and you had to use the wiper blades to get the man.
It has nothing to do with the movie.
Nothing. None of these games have anything.
None of these games had anything to do with the game. Craziness. I think at this point I had only seen the first Die Hard. But I had wanted to get this game because I thought this was going to be like the arcade game, because I kept getting my ass kicked in the arcade game.
Oh, this has nothing to do with the arcade game. You are running around just with a pistol.
And this is like each step was like part Grand Theft Auto. It's like in one game was like the driving, one game was the shooting, and I don't even know what you did in the plane one.
That one was a rail shooter. We had to move the target around to hit people.
Oh, okay.
The second, the Die Hard 2 part of this game wasn't that popular. Everyone always played 1 and 3.
Yeah, that's all I did. I never played. I only played 1 and 3. I don't even. My mind.
Yeah, this is the third one technically, right? Yeah. Well, this was the third one, right?
This was the first one.
Yeah.
No, there was a Die Hard Trilogy 2, Die Hard Trilogy 3?
No. They had them. All of them was in the same game for some reason.
Yeah, all 3 Die Hards were in the first was in the same game.
It was
you could pick which Die Hard you want to play. This is gameplay of Die Hard 1.
Oh, okay. I think I was
nothing
playing,
to do with the movie.
Playing 1 because I was definitely in the skyscraper from the levels I remember.
The only you had to work your way up in the skyscraper. The only thing that matches Die Hard from this game is he ain't got no shoes on. That's the only thing in this game. He's just running around with no shoes. But this thing didn't have a map, no guide. You just run around with a timer, hoping you killed everybody before the time ran out, and then you got to the next floor. Oh, that was it. Because after you killed everybody. After you killed everybody, you had to find the elevator before the timer ran out.
That's just a classic quote. You heard that quote, like the man with no shoes was upset until he met the man with no feet.
Yeah.
I don't think I even beat this first level. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ooh. I don't remember this first level. I just remember being in the building.
But I got pretty far in the elevator, but I never beat the actual. I never beat any of the. Actually, no, I think I beat the second one. The one nobody liked is the one I beat.
I think I beat the car one. I don't think I beat this. I may have beat nothing.
I'm gonna skip to the skyscraper part because we're like in the parking garage or whatever. Why is it all dark? Is it supposed to be dark like this the whole time?
It's PlayStation 1. That's the best we got. It was easier to just make nighttime. It was easier to probably just make nighttime than actually graphic the background.
Right, this is the part I remember going through part of this building. I'm popping ahead here. I remember, this is the game I played. I just don't remember like the dark ass like background. Okay.
Oh, and the voice actor was trying to be like a smart aleck, like John McClane. This game is so goofy and fun.
Of course,
this would be another one I would love to go back and play again.
It's crazy how there are 2 Die Hard games, not related.
None of them are related to the movies at all.
And neither one of them is actual Die Hard events.
Right. Yeah, none of them. Yeah. Die Hard arcade game, I am convinced is just a game they made in Japan, and then they just like, all right, well, the Americans are like Die Hard, and they just named it that, and then just sent it over here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Oh yeah, the Die Hard arcade game that's coming up next. It's like bundled into this one. I remember part of this. There was certain levels I remember, like green marble and fucking wood panel. I guess this was it.
Remain in your seats until the plane reaches the terminal. I remember that from the start menu on this game.
That start menu, boy.
And the Die Hard 3 part, you had to drive. You had to drive around the city and hit different markers, or else the time would go out and the city would blow up.
Yeah, you had to collect those water jugs, didn't you?
It was either that or you had to get to certain parts on a timer, and you couldn't crash or you would run out of time.
Nothing to do. That's not what the movie was about.
No.
And then do the movie.
How do you present that up and say, hey, we're about to make a movie out of this shit? Out of Die Hard.
Hey, this is the Die Hard universe. Not the movie, but this is within the universe. That's what
how do you do that? How
so that just another time this New York detective just run around murdering people in a tower in Los Angeles?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This game starts with him walking into the parking lot saying NYPD and just start shooting everybody.
That's how Die Hard should be. I would love to see the movie Die Hard based on the game. It's just like LAPD.
You just ain't even LA. You just shooting.
Right.
Just open New York.
No, he's murdered like 100 people since we've been sitting here. This ain't his jurisdiction. This ain't
got no shoes on. He came into the parking lot with no shoes.
Yeah.
He came into the parking lot with no shoes. It's like you didn't see the movie at all. You didn't see the movie at all, did you, sir?
Not at all. He lost his shoes. He was deep in the party when he lost his shoes.
We're supposed to watch the movie.
This guy got out the limo and walked into the building with just a tank top and no shoes.
That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. You can't do that. You can't do that nowhere. No shoe, no shirt, no service. You can't do that nowhere.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
This is a crazy person.
Here we go. We go to arcade. Here we go.
And this is the real shit.
I could definitely see.
Oh, I see. I remember. Okay, I didn't do this one a lot.
I mean, this is
the real shooter. This is Die Hard 2, where he's at the airport. Of course, the game where all the shooting is at the airport.
Right. I only played maybe the arcade game once, but I could tell this is already better than the PS1 game. For whatever reason, I was always playing PS1 game.
The arcade one, I only got to like maybe the second level on the arcade, man. They took all my quarters.
But is there an arcade version where you're in the building, the original skyscraper?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not like I think it's the same building, but you have like it's different story. Like you got a partner in this one, and it's different. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the same building, but you're just whooping people's ass. I mean, everything's different. There's like different enemies and stuff. It don't make no sense.
You fight a bunch of firefighters at some point.
Yeah, you fight firefighters. Yeah, it's crazy. But the firefighters, wasn't that didn't they act like firefighters in the movie?
Yeah, but you weren't fist fighting them in a hotel.
No. They're real vague about that connection.
I really think they just made a 3D Streets of Rage, and then just when they made it for America, they just changed a couple of things to call it Die Hard.
I think they sold the rights for Die Hard to everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all want to make some money? Go ahead. Here's a quick pickup.
It's still the airport, right?
Yeah, it's all the whole. This
go to the arcade version. Go to the arcade version, or go to the third version where the car we drive. You see the blood on the car.
if you fast forward some more, you'll get to the car version because it looks like he's going in order.
Trilogy arcade or just Die Hard?
Well, if you just take that clip and go further up, you'll get to Die Hard 3. Because this game that we're watching here has all three is the trilogy. So the first thing he's running around in the tank top was Die Hard 1, that rail shooter's Die Hard 2, and the last part is the taxi cab was Die Hard 3.
All right, I'm skipping ahead. Is this it?
No, go a little bit further. There it is.
Oh, first person. This ain't part of the movie.
Not at all.
It was dope though.
No.
You run people over?
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
What am I looking at?
What are they doing? Who are these people?
Oh, that's all the people coming together. Right. I remember this now.
Yeah, that's just the high score. I don't know why they kept blowing up people for the high score.
Oh yeah, you can't. Damn.
That was for the stats.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep. You got the police car and you got the race. Yeah. It's all coming back.
This and the taxi cab.
It's rushing back. It's flow. You hit me with the nostalgia. Oh, I'm hit. None of this had to do with the movie.
Well, it might be because he's racing the cement truck in a tunnel. Is he trying to race out of before the water? Like, I never got this far. I kept running people over, so I never passed any levels.
Man, it's just
but it looked like that dump truck is chasing him.
Yeah, the dump truck is chasing him. Did that happen in 3? Was there a dump truck chasing?
Oh,
I know they had dump truck. The dump truck did chase him.
Well, no, the dump truck wasn't chasing him.
I know they had the gold in the dump truck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to fly the helicopter.
No, you can't fly no helicopter. Yeah, they dropped you off so you could go cause chaos.
Oh, some more people. Ooh.
Damn,
so this was this the first game where you can run people over? I thought it was GTA 3. This is next.
No, it was this. I'm telling you,
I'm sure you can run people over.
If they go to first person mode, there's gonna be blood on the windshield.
No, I can see all the people he's hitting. I just thought GTA 3 was the first.
Oh no,
it was. It's like what, 97, 98?
There was violence before then, though.
Wow.
People have always been dying by cars.
Well, yeah, but I think there was one. Y'all remember Carmageddon on the PC? It came out like maybe 97, 98. You could run motherfuckers over, but I don't think this was on this level. I thought GTA 3 was, started. Wow. Damn. In the mall.
This game came out in 96.
Rated this M for mature.
They better have.
Yeah,
wow.
It should have been.
They were 5 years ahead and running over.
Yeah, there's not one level you weren't just murdering.
GTA 3 dropped in 01. Because, why not? How did this game slip out of my childhood? I only played that early portion.
It's okay. PS1. It was okay to slip. It's okay to slip it. Let it slip.
Oh, this game was the talk of the town in my school. This is all we talked about in school was this game.
I missed the boat on this one. All right.
Well, see, they just took that. This game transformed.
We got a few more Christmas kind of holiday themed titles. We're gonna try and get to Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty. If not, we're gonna maybe try and shelve those for next one. But great pick with the Die Hard trilogy, boy. Next one, and keeping with our comedian gameplay commentary holiday theme, we got Saints Row 4.
Now, who put this out on there?
For the sake of time, this was actually a pick from Best Video Games to get you into the holiday mood. So I figured instead of looking up the whole thing, let's just look up. So does anybody here a fan of Saints Row series? Ever played?
I
The
was.
Saints saved
I think I played the first 3 Saints Rows.
Give me your history, Bobbly, on Saints Row.
I played the first one. I've owned the first 4. I've earned the first 4. I was a big fan of Saints Row. I'm a big fan of Grand Theft Auto. I enjoyed Chaos. They fell off hard. 4.
When did they fall off?
They fell off on 3, but they still were in a good direction at 3, but that's when the fall started to happen. And then at 4, they had completely lost their damn minds. And then they rebooted themselves and they still lost their minds.
Yeah.
But they lost their damn minds in 4. But let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they lost their minds in 4. When Saints Row 3 came out, they introduced a new city, some new ways of moving and stuff like that. But what thing about what Saints Row 2 that 3 didn't have is that 2 was more serious, and 2, like, I guess 2 was like I had a bit more, switch up your styles of what you could do. 3 went goofy. We're going real goofy with this shit. Then 4 said we're gonna turn the goofy up even more to be even more goofier. And then
what was sort of the main plot? What was the main plot of the first Saints Row that kind of kicked off the series? Like
first Saints Row, we just trying to get the Saints on the streets. We just trying to be a gang. We trying to get our numbers together. Classic Grand Theft Auto stuff. We want the Saints to represent somebody. And that the first one was a straight up Grand Theft Auto clone, right? Yeah. It had some elements that was
straight up clone.
But it was a clone. It was a clone. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would say we was copying. There was no way to deny that. In the second one, it was the same vibe. We're trying to get the Saints on, in a expand our area, while dealing with the betrayals. Because like at the very end of Saints Row 1, you die, or I don't know if you die, but you blow up at the end of Saints 1. So in the second one, you wake up in jail and you are like in bandaged, and that's how you design your character, because you can be whatever you want to be. And the second one, that's my favorite one, because that's like, we still got a lot of flavor, a lot of individuality in it. And the third one, they make the whole new city Steelport. You're in Steelport. It's got a lot of vehicles and weapons, but it just started to seem a little gimmicky. Like things is like trying to be a specific. It's not more of like it's just like it's real cheesy on how the action is, and that took away from the fun of Saints Row 2. But it still had a lot of fun playing it. And 4, this is why I don't like 4. And 4,
ugly Christmas sweaters.
It's a good one.
And
4, they instead of giving you a brand new city in 4, they gave you the exact same city we were in Grand Theft in Saints Row 3. The exact same thing. And then they said, we're going to give you superpowers. Now, superpowers.
Is that the one where like you're the president?
You the president.
I'm not going to lie. Them little gingerbread man shooters are kind of cool, though. That's kind of neat.
It's not cool, Hayward. It's not cool.
It's different. It's different. It's different. Come on.
It's not cool. This is you sound like somebody who's not.
Like one of the good things and problems with Saints Row was that since it was a Grand Theft Auto clone, they cloned the older Grand Theft Auto. So it was like the PlayStation 2 era. So it was like Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas. So that's what they were copying. And then when Grand Theft Auto went to Grand Theft Auto 4 with Nico, and then Grand Theft Auto 5, it got mature and it got a little bit more realistic, where Saints Row never got that mature jump. So they just been going deeper and deeper into silly, because Grand Theft Auto started silly like Saints Row, where like everything in Grand Theft Auto was like a joke, where like if you go to the airport, all the runways are 69, the ice cream machine is like 2 titties or a dick made out of ice cream, and all the businesses were like puns. It was like fudge packer ice cream. So it's so like everything had little jokes in it.
Right.
And Saints Row took that and multiplied it to this, and they never took that mature jump that Grand Theft Auto did.
I don't even know if that's
in the goofy. They don't even have normal guns anymore. They got guns that just turn you into sheep or make you dance or something. Like to find a regular pistol in Saints Row now is damn near impossible.
Oh yeah, and then you're flying. You got people flying, jumping around with superpowers.
You find aliens.
You can have a dildo bat, and I think the jokes weren't good. It's not like there was a maturity level because Grand Theft Auto is very immature, and I think it's just the way that they executed their jokes just seemed to be more smoother. Still immature. If you play Grand Theft Auto 5, there's nothing but immature jokes nonstop throughout the whole thing. Immature. But I just think that Saints Row, especially if you played the newest one, these jokes are forced upon you, and it doesn't feel natural, and it's cheesy, it's not fun, and it's not enjoyable.
That's fair. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Destroy All Humans, at least this atmosphere right here.
Oh yeah.
Destroy All Humans.
That's another game, same thing. It's like very immature, but I like their jokes, but their jokes were like very subtle.
Destroy All Humans wanted to be campy. It never took itself to be more serious than it wanted to be.
Right, but that's how Saints Row is. But I think that Saints Row problem is that like you have no choice but to be campy, and I think that's what hurt them. Is that it's okay to be campy? Don't force me to be campy though. And Saints Row, you're forced to be in this cheesy environment. There's no other way of enjoying Saints Row. You have to hit him with the dildo bat. You have to do that.
It's certain levels where you're given the dildo bat. For real. There's certain levels where you're given that bat and you have to use the dildo bat.
The regular bat won't work. He's immune to the regular bat. Only the dildo. And then you're running fast. All that stuff. They just start throwing everything at the Saints Row game, at the franchise. We can run fast. We can jump high. We can punch. And we also have guns and a bunch of cars to steal. It was too much. It's what's happening in this game. It has no identity. It has an identity crisis. That's the problem with the game.
But then, like, you'll do all this weird shit, then you'll turn around and some old lady running errands behind you. So it's like, I don't, like, what? Like, see, my man's jumping over a building right now, but he's the only one that can do this. Or one of the few people that can. It doesn't, the world doesn't.
It has no identity. That's what I'm saying. It's no identity. They struggle to find their place, and that's the issue. And if you watch the new Saints Row, you can see that strugglation still there.
Yeah, what am I watching? I don't even know what I'm watching now.
Oh, you never gonna know. And this is Saints Row 4. So Saints, they don't care about your feelings in Saints Row 4. They're just gonna confuse you every single level.
Just utter disappointment.
You compare this to Grand Theft Auto at the time, you'd be like, oh, I don't even know what's going on here.
No, not Grand Theft Auto. Nah, not at all. All right, cool. So all right, we'll go ahead and move on, y'all. We're gonna have about three more titles left. Keeping with our holiday theme. I know there's a couple of titles y'all mentioned. We're gonna probably get to that probably next episode or future episodes. So now we're gonna go over to Bully. Bully, apparently, Chapter 3 had some good holiday atmosphere vibes. It was on the top list of best video games for the holiday mood. So anybody want to reminisce about Bully? 2006 for the PS2.
That was a good game.
Bully was one of those games I never played.
Never played
Rockstar.
I never played Bully. Yeah.
Oh man.
Y'all
never played Bully. Was a great game. You never played Warriors?
Yes, I did play Warriors.
Okay.
Rockstar had a lot of offshoots that were really good games.
Man,
and they
this is the golden
and they
era.
just saw how much money Grand Theft Auto made. It was like, yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad now because we still on Grand Theft Auto 5 after 9 years. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it came out 2013.
That's crazy. 10 years. That's crazy.
It's been 3 different presidents.
That's painful and crazy.
It's been 3 different presidents since Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Man, where's 6? What's up with 6? Where's 6 at?
That ain't gonna pop. The president, Dan Houser or whatever his name, he quit a long time ago. I don't think it's gonna pop. I think 6 is gonna be a disappointment. But Bully was just like Grand Theft Auto, but it's set in a dormitory where you're this kid who's like slightly shorter, but you're not really the bully. You're kind of you beat up the other people who are bullies, but you have these amazing customizations. You could take classes. There were mini games. Each class was a mini game, and you're doing everything school based. So instead of you having a car, you got a bike or a I think you get a skateboard. Don't quote me on that, but like you can like go through the little town, but it was like a small Grand Theft Auto, but for kids, like a kid version. But it was just like Grand Theft Auto. You fight, you beat people up, you take these things over there, you run over there. And it had a good environment, fun game.
Yeah, I would say with Bully, once again, I kind of missed the book. Like it was a game I caught parts of. I remember being at a friend's house playing a little bit of it. It wasn't a game I got around actually playing back in the day. Even though looking back, like this was the Rockstar game, peak era. I ended up watching the gameplay fairly recently, and it was pretty much up there. I was like, damn, if I had played this back, in my teen gaming prime years, I would have been on this like all day, every day. But like even it still holds up. I mean, I feel like it kind of puts you in that vibe or that environment of like, high school. It takes you back, whether you were a bully, whether you were on the bully side or the victim side.
It has a flavor. It has a definite flavor. It's fun. It's a fun game. I think it definitely will still like you could play it now and still fall in love with it. It has it. I think it holds up in the test of time because it's a very enjoyable game.
I'm just surprised they never had a sequel to this.
That's Rockstar. Don't even ask. I mean, Rockstar dropped a lot of great games that were unique and original.
Yeah.
Like there was Manhunt and man, this was amazing.
Yeah, Manhunter. Yeah, Manhunter. Man.
No, it was Manhunt.
Yeah, Rockstar had a bunch of games that were really. I mean, like their racing games were good. Their
Midnight Club. Midnight Club.
Rockstar, right?
Yeah, that was a Rockstar Productions. You're right. This was amazing because this is exactly what it was like in high school. You had to do multiple things, and you had to be good at it. So, like, I'm a drummer in here. I had to do chemistry, and I had to be good at it. If you want an A, you have to be good at it. You have to be good at every fucking thing, as well as get the cookies for Mrs. Johnson down the street. And then you could get girlfriends. Your girlfriends will be taller than you. You kissing all your girlfriends and stuff. You pushing people in the trash can.
Oh, your tippy toes.
The principal drinking and stuff. And you were seeing everything. You was getting too much of the inside of the real life in the school.
Yeah, it's a shame though. No Bully 2, but we had like Red Dead 5, Red Dead Redemption 5.
We don't have Red Dead 5, man. We don't have Red Dead 5.
3?
What?
I mean, like I was exaggerating. We got up to 3, right?
We did not.
Red Dead 3, right?
No Red Dead 3. No Red Dead 3.
There's 2 of them. Yeah, 2.
And we needed 3. We needed 3. 2 is amazing. We needed 3.
Right,
but Red Dead is another one of the games that Rockstar slept on. It's also it's in the same bucket as this game now.
It was 10 years though. It was 10 years. 10 years between the first and the second Red Dead, right?
Yeah, but Well, I'm not saying we need another one. We kind of need an update. That's what we need. Update on the second one.
Give me 1 second. I'll be
Yeah,
right
because
back.
now you got the whole social media with the social media boy. That'd be a cool way to kind of bring it back.
Social media.
You know, social media now
to bring back Bully. Oh
no,
yeah,
saying,
I
like,
would love a Bully
Bully
2.
2. You brought it into 2022, and maybe I feel like it would be the setup for Bully 2. I feel like Bully 2 would be take place modern day 2022, whatever it is. Now you have the original Bully has a son. Now the son is going to either the same high school or a different high school. Now the son of the original Bully got to deal with social media and all these other factors. And maybe like, yeah, I think it should be a new setting, but definitely, or either the same school. But you're dealing with the son of the original Bully title character. That might be interesting. And then how he deals with not only the outside, but also the social media. So like half the game, you're like managing your presence on social media, fighting trolls and trying to get your stuff offline.
Fighting trolls. I mean, I don't know. Depends. I don't know. Fighting trolls virtually isn't as fun as you think it would be.
No, it would be both. It wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm only getting bullied or I'm being the bully online. It's like still dealing with the outside factors, like the sandbox, but then you're also dealing with fucking social media. So I feel like that might be an interesting way to bring Bully back. You know?
Push X to
perhaps
talk trash, talk smack. X.
All right. Okay, guys. We got
X. All right, what we got left? What we got going on here? What you trying to do? Hitman. That's a great game.
All right, we got Hitman. We got Hitman. This made the list.
I love it.
We could talk about obviously not just this Hitman game. We could kind of touch on the whole Hitman series.
Hitman is a motherfucking art. That's an art piece right there. That belongs in a museum.
Hitman 2 was my prime. Hitman 2.
Have you
particular scene where we had to sneak into the mansion and you were just taking motherfuckers out. So let me put this in Hitman. Yeah, here it is. So this is a Hitman from 2016. So this is maybe a little later in the series.
Hitman, the newest one that's like Hitman 3 came out like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And then it has all of the newer Hitmans in it. So Hitman 1, 2, and 3. This Hitman is from Hitman 1, but it's still that same generation. So it's like a whole new generation of Hitman, right? Hitman is amazing. And there should be more games like Hitman where we have a goal. And I'm gonna put multiple tools, for you to try to accomplish your goal, but I'm not really gonna tell you. You got to investigate to find out how to use those tools, or you could just go in there and do it your own damn way. And that could be as sloppy or as neat as you want it to be. And that is a game that I want to play again. That is a game that has nothing but replay value. And Hitman is replay value city. I played this level specifically hundreds of times because in this one, you could be Santa Claus. There's a Santa that's disappearing and reappearing by every one of the Christmas trees in this level. So you can kill Santa, take Santa's outfit, and just go around like you're a evil Santa in this I don't know if this was like a hotel. There's a fashion show going on at the time, so I don't know if this is supposed to be.
Yeah, this is like a holiday party themed level.
Yeah. This is great. This is Paris, but I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's like a museum or something.
I love it. I haven't played this game, but I played obviously my prime was the Hitman 1, Hitman 2, specifically Hitman 2. I just love the whole sneaking into the mansion, killing motherfuckers sneak through the back door. So this kind of brings back those vibes. Obviously the graphics.
No, this is a excellent sequel. They take that and they just build upon it so beautiful. I mean, it's just effortlessly how everything just moves smooth. You can basically be any person you want to be, any character who's in the game. You can just take the outfit and be that person. And you're gonna kill this guy right here. This is the guy, one of the targets right here. Oh, yeah, that's them right here. That's one of the targets right there. Oh, he didn't kill him.
I love the atmosphere too. Gad, what's your experience with Hitman franchise? You a fan?
I have botched the first mission that they gave me so many times. You're supposed to go to a mansion.
You gonna run up there and just shoot him. Just bang, bam, bam. That's how. That's first time.
You're supposed to go into like a mansion and kill some mafia guy. So I think I killed the guy at the gate that was trying to deliver a pizza. So I did that, and then I got inside delivering the pizza. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just walk to where my man is. And it was like, yo, why the pizza man up on the second floor of this house? And he just started shooting at my ass. I was like, yo, why the pizza man so far in the house? I was like, oh, that doesn't work. So I've tried to beat this so many times, but there was a way. It was like, yeah, if you just get this sniper rifle and then just go back on the hill you started, you can just shoot him off the balcony and be done. You don't have to go in the house. But then I was like years after I had already played the game. So yeah, it really is multiple ways of like accomplishing your like the game really just tells you you have to kill this person, and that's kind of all they give you. Like this is who you need to kill, and after that you can figure it out on your way.
Go get them.
Everyone's got their own loops. They got their own loops. So it's got their own little story thing they're doing, and you can change their loops by your own actions. And then you can set it up to where somebody's they're like on stage, and then I got my wrench up top, and I'm loosening the lights, as they're on stage giving their speech, and all of a sudden, boom, accidental kill. I'm walking out of there. You should watch some Hitman speed runs. You'd be surprised. One guy finished the whole series in like, I want to say 10 minutes. It was it was probably about 20 something levels. He finishes it in like 10 minutes. Quite amazing.
Next level.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah, this
it's amazing how
about 15 more minutes left, so we could let this one play out.
It's amazing. Amazing. Grand Theft Auto. I mean, Hitman. I got Grand Theft Auto on the brains. Hitman is a beautiful game. Beautiful game.
All right. Well, nothing else to add. I guess we could pop on to the next one.
What you got next?
All right, last one. We're gonna end it. We're
at 2 hours. No. Who picking these games? Oh no!
What? This is the last holiday themed pick, and then if you guys want,
I picked the Dreamcast games. That's Hayward picking these games.
No, this is just
Dead Rising 4.
We're sticking with the holiday.
I didn't know there was a 4.
You can pick any Dead Rising. You gonna pick 4? It say 4 out of 10. It say 4 out of 10. You can pick any Dead Rising.
All right. After this is the last holiday theme one. All right, and then we'll whatever y'all want to. I still got time. We could stick around after that. But all right. So apparently, Dead Rising 4 basically it takes place during the holiday. You got Christmas zombies and shit. So I want to just pull this up. We can still chop it up.
Is that a rating? Is that the rating?
No, that's not the rating. It's just by number 4 out of the 10 top.
Oh, okay. It's not saying it's 4 out of 10, but it is a 4 out of 10.
I thought it was a rating 4 out of 10.
I thought it looked like a rating. It looked like a rating.
No. So they're saying Hitman was the number 2nd out of the top 10 holiday themes.
Why would they design it?
There's no way Animal Crossing is a 3 out of 10. My mama played it.
That's how I was confused. That was Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and number one, their number 1 pick is the Spider-Man Miles Morales as far as Christmas holiday themes. Yeah.
I don't have a PlayStation, but that'll be
so once again, we can pick some off of this list right after we do Dead Rising to knock that out. So nobody's played Dead Rising. I mean, you could tell me like what you didn't like about Dead Rising, when the franchise fell off. We could complain about Dead Rising 4. Like I don't mind. I haven't played it.
Dead Rising 3 is when it fell off. I'm not sure why. It just didn't pop like 1 and 2 did. They switched it all the way up, and it just got more goofier. I didn't play 4.
Dead Rising 2 was the Vegas one, right? That was kind of like the Vegas city, Fortune City, right?
2 was, 2 was exactly. 2 was Vegas.
But where did 3 take place at, though?
I don't know where 3 took place at. I want to say it was like in Texas, some city in Texas, something like that.
And then of
It was
course
with a
Dead
different.
Rising
It was with a
1.
different guy.
This a ghost? What the hell was that? But Dead Rising 1 was the classic. That's definitely gonna have that for future sessions. This almost looks like the original mall or a different mall, right?
I think
Is
it's
it the
supposed to be
same
the
mall in
original.
Dark?
It's supposed to be the
Is this like a
original
nightmare
mall.
level?
It looked like a nightmare level. I think
I
this is
think
supposed to
this
be
is
the
the
first
original
level.
mall
It
from
said
the
it
first
said the
one.
mall name on it.
Yeah,
So I think it is
Willamette.
the original mall.
Oh, that's dope.
I've covered wars, you know. That's a Frank line.
Man. Let's see here.
I like the zombies though in the game. I like it. I like the sheer amount of nonsense zombies on the screen. They can have like hundreds to thousands of zombies on the screen at one time in a Dead Rising game.
Oh yeah, he done put in all types of cheats. You got the fucking Thor.
Nah, it's not even a
action on
cheat.
it.
They let you build that. You don't even got to cheat. They tell you to build these things. But see, that's the thing about Dead Rising that kind of lost my way, in my opinion. I liked it better when it was like, like a regular zombie game instead of us having these, almost like Saints Row where we got these super powered guns that don't make any fucking sense. Like, why am I Thor now fighting zombies? That's not the game I wanted. I would rather have it.
He would go in the mall and just find a sporting goods store and then just start making weapons.
Yeah.
All right, man. I got a hockey skate on this golf club, and I'm about to start cleaving off arms. Like you could really put together a bunch of different weapons. My favorite was when you put a shower head on the zombie's head, it would rain blood. Yeah.
The blood flop out. It make rain.
But I only played I think I played the demo version of the first Dead Rising, so I don't have too much.
Come on, first one.
I don't have too much knowledge of Dead Rising.
Yeah, you got at least.
But I do remember this was one of the first Xbox 360 games that came out. I remember that. I remember this was one of the first ones.
And I feel like at least Dead Rising 1 paved the way for Left 4 Dead. And I don't think Left 4 Dead was a classic, but I think Dead Rising 1 paved the way for Left 4 Dead, though. My opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Got my mans. All right, cool. So,
this whole time was just, it was a whole nightmare sequence. He just woke up. Yeah, so like this whole era was real zombie intense. So everybody had a zombie game. The Walking Dead was out. It was a lot of zombie shit going on.
We were into zombies.
Yeah.
Because the top games were zombie games. You had Call of Duty had a zombie game. Left 4 Dead was one of the top games. And there was another game that was the top. It may have been Dead Rising. Was like the top, or Resident Evil. All these games was at the same time. Everybody had a zombie game.
Dead Island was out.
That was another
you gotta still
game.
give credit where it's due. Resident Evil first kicked off zombie action horror without a doubt. They pretty much invented that. Yep. They damn near invented that 96. And then Resident Evil the movie, before that, that wasn't a zombie movie since like 1993. It was like Return of the Living Dead 3. Zombie movies went out from mid-90s all the way to early 2000s. And the Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil movie, as flawed as it was, that brought back zombie movies. And then again, you had 28 Days Later right after that. Dawn of the Dead remake right after that. So you got to at least give credit. Resident Evil both brought back zombies for video games and the movie franchise. So I at least give credit there.
You like the Resident Evil movies?
I didn't like, the first 3 were decent, even though they pivoted from the game in the story. But overall, it did like bring back zombie movies. Because zombie movies did go dormant from like early mid-90s. Then Resident Evil dropped in 2002, the movie. And then all of a sudden you had 28 Days Later. You had
what is your favorite zombie movie?
All time?
I don't gotta be. Just give me a ballpark.
Oh man.
It don't matter. I'm not putting a gun up to your
Dawn of
head.
the Dead 2004 remake.
You said Shaun of the Dead?
No,
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of
Dawn
the
of the Dead.
Dead 2004 remake with
Okay.
with
Were they in the
Kai
mall?
Fife-
Oh,
Kai Fife
the
and
one,
Ray.
In the mall?
the one with the
Mall.
zombie baby.
Yeah, Zombie
Yeah,
Baby.
Zombie Baby. Yep, Zombie Baby. You already
That'd be
he
my
doing
all-time favorite.
Yeah,
That was
a good movie.
Zack Snyder's feature film debut.
That was his feature films?
That was
Really?
his feature. Before that, he was a commercial director. All he did was commercials. Then he came on the scene, Dawn of the Dead. And then from there, he went on to do 300 and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But it started with Dawn of the Dead, 2004.
We on the map.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now, I didn't know he directed that.
Yeah, he did that 3-year. Dawn of the Dead was 2004. Then 3-year. I forgot I forgot what else he did before 300. But yeah, that kicked it off.
Man. I like Shaun of the Dead. I like Legend. I Am Legend. Love I Am Legend.
Oh, yep.
Big I Am Legend fan.
Is that a zombie movie?
Yeah, it got to count. I count it.
Yeah.
Someone else.
If it counts, cool, throw it in there. Okay.
Zombie
I would
light.
throw it in there.
Like zombie light, you know. But
It's not even zombie. It's not even zombie light. It's zombies.
Yeah.
What are they?
It had enough zombies, you know.
What are they if they're not zombies?
They're dark seekers.
I don't know. So you win.
I mean, to me, it's like we can't bring them back. We can't bring them back from whatever state they are in. They're out here. What you doing?
Yeah, so this is Zack Snyder's filmography. Yeah, so he went straight from
okay.
Dawn of the Dead 2004.
I can't see that. Blow
Dawn of the Dead
up.
2004, Zack Snyder's filmography. Then 2 years later, he did 300. Yep. I wasn't sure. I just had to double check.
Yeah. I didn't know he did 300.
Yep.
I knew he did 300, but I honestly didn't even bother to look at anything past that. But once you did 300, we on the map because 300 was woo! That was the movie.
Dawn of the Dead was like, movie. Okay, we can kind of see what you can do. Can you do this? And he did 300. It was a wrap. Like, okay.
300 put everybody on the map. That was such a beautiful movie. So like,
all right, cool. All right, y'all. So all right, so Dead Rising 4 holidays in the bag. So does anybody have anything else on this list that maybe want to check out? We're all Marvel Spider-Man fan.
I don't have a PlayStation. Otherwise, I would be playing the crap out of this game.
Yeah,
this looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, PlayStation has some really good story-driven one-player games, but I haven't. But I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't. Like I haven't played God of War since God of War 3. I really want to play the Norse mythology versions and these Spider-Man games. Those are the two game series I really want to get into.
I like to watch the YouTube walkthroughs, and I just watch that, set, throughout the week. I'll watch the whole thing. I just got done with God of War. That was like, that was beautiful. God of War was with Thor. It was like, did y'all see any of it? Have you seen any of it?
I haven't seen any of it.
I don't want to say nothing because it was beautiful.
What, Thor 4?
No, Thor. Well, I didn't see Thor 4 either, but Thor inside of God of War.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, they have Thor. Spoiler, but he's in the beginning, so it's okay.
I'm adding God of War to next episode. All right, y'all want to check this last one out, Spider-Man, or y'all just want to call it? I think we did. We're about 2 hours in.
Yeah, I said we had 2:13. What we gonna do? I haven't played Spider-Man. Have you played Spider-Man, Hayward?
Not this one. I played like old Spider-Mans on like the PS1.
Yeah, it'll be hard for me to speak on some Spider-Man. I haven't played this one.
Yeah, same here. I haven't. I would just
haven't dived into
quietly watching my man play with no commentary.
Yeah, I would like to see like Hayward play a game next time or something like that. We commented while Hayward plays a game. That would be fun. I would like to. I think maybe me and Gad should introduce a game, and have Hayward play that game.
That'll be
commentary. Fun. That'll be hilarious.
Yeah,
a game that Hayward does not. Hayward does not know the game. We send him the game and tell him good luck,
It's gonna be a sad sight to watch.
We throw Hayward into all these like put him back into Shenmue, throw him back into Toy Commander, and see how Hayward does.
Horrible. I passed my gaming prime, but I think eventually though we want to be maybe hooking our shit up to where we can all play, all play the games together, or maybe the two of us watch somebody else play a game, or I'll play a game. I ain't got my console hooked up, or I
think it should be like a challenge or something. Make a challenge out of it. Like, I'm gonna throw this game at you, and then this is the challenge, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know how to play this game, and then commenting on that. That would be entertaining. Like playing, if I had somebody play Die Hard right now, and let us commentate about that. One of us, that would be entertaining. Because I don't know the moves. I couldn't pretend like I know what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I've been playing games or have not been playing. It don't matter. I would be terrible at it right now.
How will we set that up though? Because that's something like I want to eventually do, where if not all of us, at least one or two of us are playing the game, commentating on it, whatever. So how will we set that up between? Because I know James, you got an Xbox, all right? I just have like a laptop.
Like we're on Twitch right now.
Yeah, we're on Twitch. But how will we go about like playing the game though? If I don't have a console, like what about you?
You can stream. You can stream. Steam.
I would need a controller though, right? Or would I just play through the game?
You can use the good old mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, we got to workshop that out. We got to troubleshoot. We got to have like maybe a whole nother.
Or you could just you could just buy a controller like for your computer, and like that's if you're not trying to get like an Xbox or PlayStation, it really is only about $20 if you don't really care about what your controller look like.
Well, yeah, I mean, I ain't trying to go back to like buying the old console. I'd rather we can split a Game Pass, or figure out something where I could play it through my computer, as long as there's a way for me to play. I just don't know how to do it.
That's Steam. So like with you can make a Steam account and use
Steam
the wrong
account.
keyboard.
I make a note of that.
Oh, in Steam, like you just sign up and then you pay for the games you want to pay for. But it really depends on like your computer specs and stuff like that. But they have a lot of games. I mean, a lot of games. They have everything new. But
can you play old stuff too? Can you like go back and unlock like older games?
I believe they have older games as well. I know they have like they did have some old games.
So that'd probably be the best route then.
But they definitely got all the newer games though. So I feel like they do have some. They have everything though. They have so many games, as well as free games. So they have games that are like, but it really depends on your software in your computer, like seeing what can your computer handle is a whole thing. Like, because the Xbox is just a computer end of the day. So
okay, well, let me go to, is it like steam.com?
steampowered.com.
Steampowered.com. I'll just throw it up real quick and then we could probably wrap it.
But like I would love for you to play High on Life. Have you heard about that game?
I have. That's one I do want to get into.
Yeah, I would love to like just play that. Like one person plays that and we just like are commenting as you're playing that.
Okay.
Okay, they got
I heard that game
got
over right into it.
Okay, they got
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, they got Team Fortress is on here free 99. And that's an old game.
So yeah, this might be something like worth like we all just kind of get our own, and then as our kind of collective grows, we all got our own Steam account, and we could just start playing stuff outside of just commentating on it.
Let me see here. Yeah, we could totally do that.
Okay, a lot of titles.
But see, they don't have every game. There's still games. It's like there's a I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's got independent games, and then it has a certain like any game in the middle that they would have. They would have those middle range games that would be like on all systems. They got those games, but they wouldn't have like any. They're not gonna have Mario or Zelda. You're not gonna find that on there.
You can find almost Zelda. Look at Tunic at the bottom. That's almost.
You said what's it called?
We got Zelda at home. See that Tunic game at the bottom of the screen?
Oh, Tunic is like Zelda.
It looked like it.
Tunic's on Xbox.
That is definitely great value Zelda.
That's a fox.
Yeah, but it looked like them.
The fox look like. I fucks with it. All right, well, yeah, definitely got a lot to choose from. There's no shortage of games and content we can commentate.
And there's other things too. So it's like we could think about a way that we can, pre-set it up to where, here's a controller and we're gonna sign you in and you gotta play this game in front of everybody and stream it. And we're gonna laugh at you and watch you struggle. That's fun.
But we'll be struggling.
The struggle, that's the fun. If you weren't struggling, that's not fun. If you were smashing through the game and we're like, all right, man, I just watch this on YouTube. If I want to watch you just go through the game, do it the right way.
Right.
I want to see you run into a wall and like tell me like, how do I duck? How do I duck? Like,
well, there go your boy. Oh, they got Cyberpunk too. I've been wanting to play that.
Who is my boy? Who is my boy?
Well, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah, Grand Theft
Auto. Boy.
So who's my boy? I thought you were talking about Witcher for a minute there. The Witcher.
Oh, I fucks with The Witcher too. That's a Netflix show
too. And that Battlefront is a great game. And that Dead by Daylight. Actually, all these are great games. Every single one of these. I don't know about Wonderlands, but all these are. I'll put my stamp on all these games.
Now the Battlefront 2, that's the remake. I remember playing the Star Wars Battlefront 1 on the PS2
back in the day.
Yeah.
This one, the graphics so good, amazing, especially on the Xbox, PlayStation, or the PC. 4K. You take the hub off, you are in the movie, and the sounds are amazing. We're talking about straight out the movie. You put some headphones on, you turn the speakers up, you're in your own Star Wars movie, and you could be a Jedi, you could be anybody in the Star Wars universe. It's so much fun. You got 60 versus 60 people, a full out Star Wars war. Star Wars war.
All right, y'all. Well, I think we can kind of call it a day. Appreciate you guys coming out. We officially got episode 2 of Comedian Gameplay Commentary. Want to appreciate you guys for coming out. It's the first of many, and we're kind of just trial and error, troubleshooting this bad boy, and kind of building out our audience. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward. You guys have any other comments? Anything you guys want to add before we wrap up here? I know we got the Christmas right around the corner and the holidays. Anybody else got anything they want to add?
When are we gonna do a sort of a movie, review dialogue situation? That's what we need to do. Talk about a movie or a TV show dialogue.
That'd be fun to just have some clips of a
talk about a movie. Talk about because we ended up in that realm anyway. Talk about movies and TV shows.
We could toss anime in there too, because
anime in there too.
Yeah,
just really doing a movie review or something. Just talk about something. Just a little spat about that.
I'm open to that. And I think we can create I will probably just put it under another sector. It could be like
that's fine.
It could be like S2 TV comedian movie commentary. S2 TV comedian TV commentary. We can create like different sectors. We can still stream it and all that. Yeah.
Would not mind that at all.
That could
but happy holidays to both of you. Okay. Happy holidays to both of you.
Happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Well, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Christmas holiday. And I will talk to you folks later. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And we're going to be downloading and uploading this on YouTube as well. So,
okay.
Alrighty.
We are good
Talk
to
you
go.
soon.
See ya.
Peace.
All right.
How do I get out of here?